1A, I'm picking Jellicoe to win at home over Cosby. Look for Unaka to win against Harlan, Kentucky. Harriman visits Cofield. They both have a Harriman address. That should tell you how close these two schools are to each other. I expect Cofield to emerge the winner. Greenback should win at home against Sunbright, and I think Oakdale wins at home against Midway. I'm picking Whitwell to win at Copper Basin, and Doug, look for South Pitt to stage another blowout when they travel to Lookout Valley.
Thanks, Murphy. You know, earlier in the season, we mentioned the number of new coaches. Our coaches segments this week will highlight two of them. First, we travel to Alcoa. It's next on Murphy's Matchups.
Hey, it's Charlie here with a helpful auto tip. Do you ever get to the store entrance and wonder if you locked your car? Well, before you take a trip all the way back across the lot, hold the car remote under your chin and give it a try. This trick actually turns your head into an antenna and extends the key's wireless range. Hey, if time is money, this might save you a little bit of both.
Visit FBITN.com to get your free auto quote from Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
Now, top excuses for not wearing a seatbelt, as told by guys in Tennessee.
Man, I get claustrophobic, though, you know?
That's not claustrophobia. That's safety.
I don't know, I get this rash.
Are you sure that's from a seatbelt?
I don't need one. I've got my airbag.
Seatbelts and airbags work together. Think teamwork, like sports.
Nobody tells me what to do in my vehicle.
Ever heard of stoplights or speed limits? There's really no good excuse for not wearing a seatbelt. Click it or ticket. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
It's a big game tonight. It's Elizabethton at Greenville. Stay with WBEJ Radio Sports.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Our first coaching segment is in the East. Murphy talks with Alcoa's new head coach, Brian Nix.
Brian, I've seen you on the sideline for years, but it's a special handle that you get as head coach and all the stuff that goes along with it. You told me you'd been an assistant coach for 20 years before getting that head coaching title. Nobody waits that long anymore, do they?
No, not many. And I think that speaks to number one, how great it was working for Gary and just, getting to share that experience with him, and then this community at Alcoa, and those two things. I mean, I'd have been a fool to go anywhere else.
Tell me what it's like to work under the guidance of the state's winningest all-time football coach, Gary Rankin.
Well, I think the biggest secret to Gary's success is that he lets his assistants coach. He empowers you. He's not a micromanager, and if anything, he accepts blame and deflects credit. And he's such a great guy to work for. He's a good man. He cares about kids. He doesn't get enough credit for what he does for kids off the field because he doesn't talk about it. He's not a self-promoter, but just what he does for kids on a day-to-day basis and after they leave our program. And so I continued to grow. If I'd felt like that I wasn't growing and continuing to develop as a coach, then I would have maybe looked to taking a head coaching job somewhere else. But just working for Gary, it's just he allows you to grow and allows you to coach, and empowers you, and it was special. I mean, I miss it.
There's so many different directions I could take this interview, but I've got to ask you, what has surprised you most about, and I know you've only been in the position a few months, but what has surprised you the most about being a head coach that you didn't really think about very much?
I think just all the organizational things, and I knew that would be the biggest struggle. It's not the coaching ball, but just the day-to-day organization of practice, of buses, of just the details, that any issue that comes up, it's got to go across your desk. And I'm blessed because David Sweetland and Brian Gossett take a ton off my plate. It's like I think it's their personal mission to not let me screw this thing up because, they literally do so much for me as far as those head coaching duties. But it was, I don't know that it's surprising, but it's definitely, it lends the fact of how impressive it is what Gary's done to do it as long as he's done it and have that success, because it's definitely, but there's a learning curve at the beginning, and I'm sure that's something that'll smooth out as I develop and get myself more organized and get a year under my belt where I kind of know what to expect.
I've heard coaches from one end of the state to the other, especially successful coaches, say a head coach is only as good as his assistants. They say that in the Army. The general's only as good as his lieutenants. And I can truly say that you and Gary both have been blessed with some pretty good guys to work under.
Absolutely.
A couple of wins to get the season started, and I know you've got to be excited. How's your wife taking to all of this? They think they know what they're getting into when they marry a football coach, but I'm sure your life at home has changed a great deal as well.
It has, but I couldn't have a more supportive wife. And she owns her own business, and so she's extremely busy. So it's, that has definitely been not a struggle, but we've had, we sit down on a Sunday with a calendar with our babysitter and the grandparents, and okay, who's doing what? We have 2 kids, and they're playing sports, and they're going places, and then she may be out of town. She travels and trains, along with owning her own business. So she's a very driven professional person too. So she definitely empathizes with me because she has, I think, now like 20 employees. So she's faced those same struggles that I'm going through for several years. As long as I communicate with her, I can spend as much time as I need with football.
Brian, I know Gary had an awful lot of confidence in you, or he wouldn't have kept you around as long as he did. 20 years there at Alcoa. He wasn't even there that long, but congratulations on the new assignment, and I wish you nothing but the best. Good luck this year.
Murphy, thank you. Appreciate you having me on.
Alcoa's new head coach, Brian Nix. Next up, the Mid-State, as the Guru reviews Middle Tennessee. You're listening to Murphy's Matchups.
At some point, your community will be challenged. It could be raging floodwaters or searing forest fires, hurricanes that rip homes apart, or civil unrest and life-threatening riots. Your family, friends, and neighbors will need a helping hand. As a soldier in the Tennessee Army National Guard, you could be the one that makes a difference. Rescue the stranded, protect the threatened, save the injured. Join the Tennessee Army National Guard and serve your community when it needs you the most. Visit nationalguard.com/TN.
This year has been a year of change for everyone. It has created a new normal for our communities. As said, there will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be mistakes, but with hard work, there are no limits. At Huff and Puff Trucking, we stand together to beat the obstacles and believe in our local businesses, students, teachers, staff, and athletes through this upcoming year. We will stand, we will believe, and we will conquer.
Murphy and Doug are coming back on Murphy's Matchups right here on WBEJ Radio Sports.
Fix up around the house and save at Big John's Closeouts Elizabethton with 6 new patterns of easy-to-install, durable, and waterproof luxury vinyl tile flooring. Spruce up your interior walls with 1x6 tongue and groove V-joint Eastern White Pine for only $1.09 per square foot. Or if you prefer, 1x8 size for $1.59 per lineal foot. Check with Big John's Closeouts in Elizabethton for all your steel parts and accessories like fuel mix, bar oil, and replacement chains at your local Elizabethton steel dealer.
We hammer high prices.
Labor Day weekend is here, and Kevin Hayworth and staff at Hayworth Tire Center Valley Forge are letting you know Hayworth Tire will be open regular hours 8 to 5 Friday and 8 to 1 Saturday for your last-minute Labor Day weekend tire needs. And remind you, Labor Day weekend is a perfect time to buy the tires you'll need for fall and winter. Hayworth Tire will close Monday for Labor Day. Get the lowest prices and free extras, including lifetime computer balancing, lifetime rotation, flat repair, valve stems, and factory warranty every time you buy tires at Hayworth Tire Center Valley Forge.
Elizabethton Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay available, it's easy to pay with just a few clicks of the mouse. Go to the City of Elizabethton webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay online or paperless bill online pay. You can still mail in your payment or stop by one of the traditional locations to pay in person. For automated pay by phone, call 1-877-336-8403.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Checking Week 3 by the numbers. 175 games are scheduled. You have more options to catch more than one game, as 25 games this week will not be played on Friday night. And 11 schools have an open date this week. Give us 30 minutes each week. We'll get you up to date with all of Tennessee's high school football. Once again, Murphy Fair.
Thanks, Doug. Let's travel out west of the Tennessee River, and look at high school football games in the Memphis and Northwest Tennessee area. Only 4 regional games involving 6A teams in West Tennessee this week. I think Bartlett tops Arlington. Look for Collierville to win at home against White Station. Houston should top Cordova, and I like Whitehaven to win at home against Germantown. Likewise, a short schedule involving 5A teams out west. On Thursday night, I think Kingsbury tops Southwind. On Friday, look for Brighton to top Memphis Overton. Memphis Central should win at Dyer County, and I think Munford gets a win at home against Douglas. Several games in 4A are likely to be very one-sided this week. McNary Central should top Chester County. Look for Hardin County to win at Jackson Southside. Lexington should win at home against Liberty Magnet. I like Haywood to win at home against Crockett County. That one could be pretty close. Jackson Northside should win at Obion Central. Milan should top South Gibson. I think Fayette Ware wins at home against Craigmont, and look for Center Hill, Mississippi to come away with a loss at Kirby. Half of the region games involving 3A teams are scheduled for Thursday night. I think Sheffield wins at Hamilton. Memphis Business should top Memphis East. I like Tresvant over Raleigh, Egypt. And on Friday night, look for Ripley to win at Bolivar Central, Dyersburg to win at Bolton, and Millington to taste victory at Covington. Several Thursday night battles scheduled in 2A. I think Huntington wins at home against Camden. Mitchell should win at Freedom Prep. And I think Hillcrest loses at Oak Haven. Friday night, my upset special is picking Adamsville at home over Scotts Hill. Westview should top Gibson County. I think Fairleigh wins at home against Manassas, and JCM should win at MLK Prep in Memphis. Now in 1A, Gleason travels to Brewston Central on Thursday night. I like Gleason in that one. A good one takes place in Trenton, where Lake County visits Peabody. Could be an upset in the making, but I'm still going with Peabody to win this regional affair. Dresden should win at home against Perry County. I like McKenzie to top South Fulton. Greenfield should win at home against Halls. Look for West Carroll to pick up a win at home against Humboldt. BTW should top Bluff City. And I think Westwood gets a nice win on the road at Middleton. Now in Division II AAA in the east middle sections of Tennessee, I think Knoxville Catholic tops Baylor. Pope John Paul II should win at Father Ryan. And I think MBA gets a nice win on the road at McCauley. In the western part of the state, still in Division II AAA, I like Ensworth to win at home against Christian Brothers. Briarcrest should win at Brentwood Academy. And I think MUS gets a win at St. Benedict. In Division II AA in the eastern part of the state, CAK should win at home against Boyd Buchanan. I think Chattanooga Christian tops Silverdale. Lakeway Christian should win at North Green. And I think Knoxville Webb wins at Notre Dame. In the middle part of the state, I'm picking CPA to win at BGA. FRA should win at Davidson Academy. And Lipscomb Academy should win at home against Good Pasture. In the western part of the state, look for ECS to win at Tupelo Christian. Lausanne should top Wooddale. Like North Point Christian to win against Marshall County, Kentucky. Kings Academy should win at home against Howard. And I think Olive Branch, Mississippi wins at home against St. George's. Finally, in Division II Single A, Trinity Christian should win at Fayette Academy. That's a Thursday game. I like Jackson Christian to win at Columbia Academy. DCA should top Friendship Christian. Heritage Georgia should win against Chattanooga Prep. I like Middle Tennessee Christian to win at Clarksville Academy. Mount Juliet Christian should win at Webb of Bell Buckle. Franklin Grace should get a home win against Collinwood. Tipton Rosemark, a likely loser at USJ. And Doug, look for FACS to get a league win at home against Harding Academy.
Labor Day weekend is here, and Kevin Hayworth and staff at Hayworth Tire Center Valley Forge are letting you know Hayworth Tire will be open regular hours 8 to 5 Friday and 8 to 1 Saturday for your last-minute Labor Day weekend tire needs. And remind you, Labor Day weekend is a perfect time to buy the tires you'll need for fall and winter. Hayworth Tire will close Monday for Labor Day. Get the lowest prices and free extras, including lifetime computer balancing, lifetime rotation, flat repair, valve stems, and factory warranty every time you buy tires at Hayworth Tire Center Valley Forge.
Elizabethan Electric, serving the community with the customer in mind. With online bill pay available, it's easy to pay with just a few clicks of the mouse. Go to the City of Elizabethan webpage and click Online Payments for one-time pay online or paperless bill online pay. You can still mail in your payment or stop by one of the traditional locations to pay in person. For automated pay by phone, call 1-877-336-8403.
Fix up around the house and save at Big John's Closeouts Elizabethton with 6 new patterns of easy-to-install, durable, and waterproof luxury vinyl tile flooring. Spruce up your interior walls with 1x6 tongue and groove V-joint Eastern White Pine for only $1.09 per square foot. Or if you prefer, 1x8 size for $1.59 per lineal foot. Check with Big John's Closeouts in Elizabethton for all your steel parts and accessories like fuel mix, bar oil, and replacement chains at your local Elizabethton steel dealer.
We hammer high prices.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Now with his take on the Mid-State, Murphy.
Thanks, Doug. On Thursday night, Gallatin plays host to West Creek, a team out of Clarksville. I'm going to have to go with Gallatin in that one. Shelbyville should win at Coffee County. Cookeville travels to Lebanon. Blue Devil coach Chuck Gentry was an assistant at Cookeville for several years under Jimmy Maynard. He learned well and should lead Lebanon to a big regional win at home this week. Ridgeway should top Warren County. I think Oakland gets the better part of Stewart's Creek. Riverdale, playing at home, should win against Blackman. That's for a home field game, first round in the playoffs, and I think the Warriors get one. Rockvale should top Siegel. I think Beach wins at home against Hendersonville. I'm picking Clarksville to win at Rossview. That one could be a tight game. Look for Laverne to win at home against Antioch. Cane Ridge should top McGavock. I'm looking for Nashville Overton to get a win at Dixon County. Smyrna should win at home against Hillsboro. Brentwood visits Summit. This is a tough pick. Both have solid coaches. With the loss of the Wade twins now at Kentucky, Summit has some rebuilding to do. I think Brentwood comes away with a win. I'm picking Independence to win at home against Centennial, and Ravenwood should top Franklin. Now in 5A, Page visits Spring Hill on Thursday night. I'm going with the Page Patriots in that one. Wayne Hills, New Jersey visits Liberty Creek, one of Tennessee's newest high schools. Wayne Hills has a solid program but has struggled since COVID. I think the visitors from New Jersey get a win despite the long ride to Middle Tennessee. Green Hill should top Wilson Central. I'm picking Mount Juliet to win over Hunter's Lane. Look for Station Camp to get a win at home against White County. I like Columbia to win at Franklin County. Nolensville should top Lincoln County. Henry County likewise should win on the road. The Patriots playing at Kenwood. And I think Springfield at home beats Clarksville Northeast. And Portland also at home beats Clarksville Northwest. Now in 4A, Macon County visits DeKalb County on Thursday night. Teams here are likely fighting for a first-round playoff game at home. Both are chasing Upperman. I like DeKalb County in this one. Pearl Cone, also on Thursday night, should top Hillwood. I think Upperman has an easy time at home against Cumberland County. Other 4A games find Stone Memorial entertaining Livingston Academy. I got to go with Stone Memorial in that one. Marshall County should win at Creekwood. Greenbrier should win at Glencliff, and I think Lawrence County wins at Montgomery Central. Now in 3A, Smith County visits Maplewood on a Thursday night. The Owls were most impressive 2 weeks ago against rival Gordonsville. Look for the Black and Gold to notch another big win in Nashville. Sequatchie County entertains Cannon County. I think the home team wins that one. Jackson County should top Sale Creek. I think Giles County gets a win at home against Grundy County. Look for Stratford to come out on the losing end at East Nashville. I think White House wins at Cheatham County. Fairview should top Stewart County. Waverly should get a win at home against Sycamore. And I think Franklin Simpson of Kentucky wins at home against White House Heritage. A couple of pretty good 2A games. I think Westmoreland tops Watertown and Cascade beats Mount Pleasant. Friday games involving 2A teams finds Monterey at York. I think Monterey wins that one. Trousdale County should win at home against East Robertson. I like Harpeth to get a win at home against Whites Creek. Look for Forest to top Loretta. Summertown should beat Richland. Union City should have no trouble at Houston County. I like Lewis County to win at home against East Hickman, and Riverside to top Hickman County. Finally, in 1A, Red Bowling Springs will likely lose at Joe Burns. I think Gordonsville gets a win at home against Oliver Springs. Cornersville should top Huntland. Eagleville will likely win at Moore County. And Doug, count on Fayetteville to get another big win on the road this week at Wayne County.
Thanks, Murphy. Let's keep it in the mid-state just a little longer. When we return, we'll check in with the new head coach at Columbia Central. You're listening to Murphy's Matchups.
it's Charlie here with a helpful auto tip. While other DIY fixes require sanding and buffing, clear fingernail polish works great to cover up minor scratches and dings in your car's paint. It can also be used to help prevent cracks in your windshield from spreading. It may not be a permanent solution, but it'll certainly get you by.
Visit FBITN.com to see how much you could save by switching your auto coverage to Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
I love my community, and as a doting dad,
Daddy's home,
a devoted son,
there you are, Joe,
and a good neighbor.
Hey, man.
The people in my life are used to hearing my knock at the door. But as a law enforcement officer, I have to give news that people never expect. That's the one knock I always dread.
Booze it and lose it. A message from the Tennessee Highway Safety Office.
Tony Briggs and Stacy Street have tonight's play-by-play of Elizabethton at Greenville football on WBEJ Radio Sports.
You're listening to Murphy's Matchups. Not new to coaching, but new to the location. Murphy catches up with Bobby Sharp, the new head coach at Columbia Central.
Bobby, you've been a head coach for a long, long time, but at the 2A level, primarily next door over there in Hohenwald at Lewis County High School. But you've stepped up to the 5A ranks with Columbia Central. And last week, a huge win in overtime, nonetheless. You got to be feeling pretty good about your kids right now.
Well, we are. I mean, it was a big win for us. We had to come from behind and tie it up, and then in overtime had to come from behind, go for two, and win the ball game. But it is a big win for, a young bunch of kids out there.
You told me you start a bunch of young kids. Even some sophomores only have a very small handful of senior starters. So obviously you're looking toward the future, but things are looking pretty good right now after a couple of weeks.
Well, I think the biggest thing we got to do is just keep coaching them up. And that's the big thing for us. We just got a lot of young, inexperienced players that need a lot of coaching. If we get that done, we got a chance to have a pretty good squad by the middle of the year this year, and then hopefully next year, just could turn into an outstanding bunch.
Tell me a little about your coaching staff. You put together a pretty good group of guys, some that you've worked with before, some that you have not.
Well, the big thing is, I'm working with John Moore. Of course, his dad was my best friend, and he was the interim head coach last year. Of course, got Wesley Duncan, who's been here forever, who also played for me in Lewis County.
Right.
And I actually had a couple of guys that left, and the summer camp bunch that came with me, one of them actually went to Maryville, and the other one went to Green Hill. So I lost them. Never did get them replaced. And but I've got Andrew Lawson, who's coming over on Friday nights and kind of working my press box for me and advising me, and that's big. So we've got some guys, local guys here from Columbia that are certainly coming in. We've got Josh McDonald, who's the softball coach that's helping us play down at Loretta, and Andres Booker, he played at Columbia, and he's helping.
Nothing like having guys that have worn those Columbia Lion uniforms to be helping you rebuild that program, is there?
Well, you really need them, and of course we tried to get a couple of others that are in coaching that are helping down at Mount Pleasant. Played here on the 2010 team. We'll keep working on that, and hopefully we can get them over here, and that'll help us, get the local kids out here more.
Bobby, sounds like you've got a great foundation to build upon over there. We wish you nothing but the best in the future, and I hope I get over that way soon and watch the Lions play.
Come watch us. It's going to be exciting before we get done here.
Columbia Central head coach Bobby Sharp. And that wraps it. You've been listening to Murphy's Matchups with the guru of Tennessee high school football, Murphy Fair. Murphy's Matchups made possible in part by Farm Bureau Insurance and your local Farm Bureau agent. Thanks for listening. We'll be here again next week when it's time for Murphy's Matchups. You're listening to when we return to Murphy's Matchups.
On game night, But at First Bank, we know life's big wins happen off the field. Like when you win that amazing heart, when you win your first classroom's respect, or when you win your employees' loyalty, and find the home that wins their smiles. Life's big wins take a bank big on you. Join a team that helps you win not only on game day, but on days you never forget. First Bank, the official bank of TSSAA. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hey, it's Charlie here with a helpful auto tip. If you ever borrow a friend's car or drive a rental, you probably don't know which side the gas tank is on. But did you know there's a little arrow on the dash next to the gas gauge that points to the side you fill the tank? You know, you don't have to be a mechanic to know some helpful tricks for your car. Kind of like you don't have to be a farmer to get affordable Farm Bureau insurance.
Visit FBITN.com to get your free auto quote from Farm Bureau Insurance. Tennessee turns to us.
It's Elizabethton and Greenville football. Coming up shortly on WBEJ Radio Sports. You've been listening to Murphy's Matchup on WBEJ Radio Sports. Brought to you by the Elizabethton Electric Department, Big John's Closeouts, Hayward Tire Center.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
If you're going to replace the old worn-down tires on your car, head out to Birchville's Tire and Recapping, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Ed Birchville will give you the best deal in town on tire brands like Yokohama, Michelin, Cooper, and BF Goodrich. Ed throws in computer balancing free. Get free tire rotation every 5,000 miles. Come in today. Birchville Tire, 1308 West G, Elizabethton. Open 8 to 12:30 Saturdays, 8 to 5 weekdays.
342-0174. That's the number for Air Right. Here to make all your heating and cooling problems right. Air Right provides great service at a fair price for all types of systems. Heat pumps, gas and oil furnaces, or geothermal. Just call 342-0174. You'll get honest service and be informed about repairs needed with free estimates. Find out more online at RITETN.com or call Air Right 24/7 at 342-0174.
Locally owned Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse provide a comfortable and cozy getaway without leaving town. For a great vacation or just a weekend getaway, Meredith Valley Cabins and Farmhouse is the peaceful place to stay on the beautiful Watauga River on Sycamore Shoals Drive off the Watauga Road. For fishing, canoeing, and kayaking, gatherings for family or friends, and always lasting memories. Meredith Valley Cabins, where memories are made by the water's edge. View Meredith Valley Farm on Facebook for more information.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
WBEJ Radio Sports presents Elizabethton High School Football. Brought to you by Ridgewood Barbecue, Happy Valley Credit Union, Hermitage Healthcare Center, Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, Watson's Marine, Taco John's, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Rocky Top Garage Doors, Ivy Home Nursing Home, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, Carter County Bank, Clayton Homes, Northeast State Community College, Jewelers Bench, Citizens Bank, Southern Finance, Carter Finance, Dino's Restaurant, Signature Healthcare, Jay's Corner. Tonight's Score of the Game brought to you by Bojangles. And the first down sponsor is Select 7 Credit Union. We'll come back with play-by-play after the Sean Witten Show with Stacy Street and Tony Briggs. Only on Better Than Ever Country, WBEJ Radio Sports.
Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding area for the past 37 years, offering physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. The facility is clean, faces are friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter their doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. People you know, caring for people you love. And go Cyclones! The Rocky Top Garage Door showroom is now located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Barlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa, Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your Amar automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. Imagine the car you've always wanted at a price you can afford. Dreams do come true, so get the car of your dreams with a Happy Valley Credit Union auto loan. The Happy Valley Credit Union has great rates on loans for new and used cars, trucks, and vans too. Get pre-approved before you buy the car by calling the Happy Valley Credit Union for an appointment. It's quick and convenient. Credit restrictions apply, so call in or stop by the Happy Valley Credit Union today for more details at the corner of Lynn Avenue and C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens. The Ridgewood Dining Room is wide open for your dining convenience. Ridgewood is still the Tri-City's best barbecue, and you can come into the Ridgewood Dining Room any day, Monday through Saturday, starting at 11 a.m., except for Sundays and major holidays when the Ridgewood is closed. Call in orders to the Ridgewood at 538-7543. Ridgewood is still the best barbecue in the region. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only Ridgewood has Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. The Ridgewood, Old Highway 980 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton.
Visit the Coffee Company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to week 2 of the Elizabethton Cyclone football season. I'm Stacy Street here with my partner Tony Briggs for the Coach Sean Whitten Show. We're joined tonight, as always, by head football coach Sean Whitten. Coach Whitten, we're going to recap tonight a little bit about the week 1. Seems like a long time ago now, against the Science Hill Hilltoppers. And then we'll spend the majority of our interview tonight talking about the big game tonight against arch rival, enemy, foe, whatever we want to call them, the Greenville Green Devils, as the Cyclones travel down to Burley Stadium tonight to take on the Green Devils. First of all, Coach, kind of now that you had a chance, 2 weeks to digest the film, what's your final take on week 1 with the Science Hill Hilltoppers, which resulted in a loss for the Cyclones 17-7?
Well, just in all 3 areas, we just weren't good enough, you know, and just from the skill positions to the line of scrimmage play to the special teams, you know, we just weren't sound enough to beat a good football team. And we felt that at times, you know, we're 4 minutes left to go in the game. We're still only down 1 score. You know, still had an opportunity to kind of come away and make some plays. But, you know, just, you know, we gave Science Hill starting field position twice on our own inside 30-yard line, which is going to be tough to stop a 6A football team there. You know, we kept telling our guys that a punt was going to be a great way to end up a possession, but just not good enough across the board. Skill position guys didn't help us out as much as we liked, and then we just didn't win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
You know, sometimes, and you've been doing this long enough, you're on the side of a defeat that you don't want to be on, and you just got beat by a better football team. You got outmanned. Other times you get beat not because you're outmanned, but because you didn't execute. Do you think, and the good thing about that second scenario is that you can cure that. You can cure execution. Is that what you're taking?
Yeah, we didn't execute it. We didn't execute to our capability. We didn't play the way we kind of shown in the preseason scrimmages. You know, we got kind of tired. You know, we didn't play together a little bit as a unit. You know, we didn't block on the outside that we've normally been accustomed to. You know, with the guys that we've had coming back, we didn't recreate any line of scrimmage play, which we've done so well in the last several years on both sides of football, and Johnson City just beat us to the punch. I mean, they were more physical with us inside. They did a great job of winning third down possessions. There was a couple times that we were just a play or two away from making a big play on offense, but we just never could get any type of rhythm going. Our defense was on the field way too long. They won the style of football game that we want to play. Just being more physical, time of possessions, first downs. When we did get them in third and longs, we didn't execute and get them off the field. We just did a poor job there. They had 3 early third downs that we didn't get them off the field, and then we were probably below 20% on third down. I mean, we just didn't execute on the downs we needed to. The positive is we'd rather happen that week than this week tonight. It's a learning experience for us. I don't really think that we went out there trying to do everything we could to try to win the game. I say that because I think we didn't really respect our opponent. I think we saw what we saw on film. We thought that we're the mighty Cyclones and we're just going to win by just showing up, and we just didn't do a great enough job across the board executing in all 3 areas.
Speaking of the film, when you go back and you watch the Science Hill Bowl, offensively they were nothing like they was in the past. Defensively, they didn't bring the pressure that we thought they did. Did that catch you off guard?
Well, I think that, the style of football we knew they were going to play. I mean, they did a couple things different, but we knew they were going to use both tight ends for most of the game there. When we got them in throwing situations, we had them. We just didn't stop them on defense there. They probably were a little bit better in the box play than we kind of initially saw on film. But, when you got 3 seniors on the offensive line, a junior, and the only new addition was a sophomore, Seth Campbell, a senior tight end. I mean, you feel pretty confident going in there that there's nothing this group hasn't seen that we can't block. And so, we had senior running back, 3 senior receivers. I know we were young at quarterback, but we just didn't do a good enough job across the board to establish any rhythm other than our first drive. I think if we score points on our first drive, the outcome may be a little bit different. Our special teams, which we're usually great at, wasn't good enough on kickoff coverages or kickoff returns. That we got a punt blocked, so we just didn't do enough good, solid things to win. And you say all that, as bad as we played, 4 minutes left to go in the game, we still got an opportunity to kind of come away with make one play, and we're back in the game. So just poorly executed game, just nothing really, kind of another way to kind of put it. We just didn't do a great enough job to kind of win it. And when you're standing there on the sideline and you see the line of scrimmage, bowing back one way or other, that's not a good sign when you're on the other side of that.
Yeah, and finally, before we put a recap on the Science Hill, we had a couple of kids that got hurt, and you had a lot of youth that was thrown in, forced in some playing time, cut us a little short. How are we as far as the injuries from 2 weeks ago coming in to get ready for tonight?
Well, that was, there's 2 things that was kind of disappointing when the outcome of the game is, one, our conditioning level wasn't anywhere where it needed to be. Guys trying to find ways to finish the game with cramping things. I mean, I thought, as hard as we work and what we require, we thought we were kind of past that, even considering it was only 81, going into Friday night's game. And then the other thing in that too is we just had to rely on so much youth to come in there and spot play us. We had Rhett Slagle at safety, we had Zach Wallen in there at safety, we had Justice Wallen in there at some tight end, some H-back, and so we tried to do some personnel settings to give some guys the breaks, and we just didn't have enough good people in there that know what it takes to kind of make those plays in the big games. And if the youth kind of got us in a couple situations where we weren't really great at, and so when we came back on offense, Cade was playing defense, Teddy was playing defense, Nate's playing defense. We had no big play capability without our offensive linemen kind of being able to run the football a little bit on us. But it just wasn't great across the board there. We of course we were missing some guys. But as many people as we got in our locker room, we need more help from our youth.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do for Science Hill Week. We're going to put it to bed. When we come back, we're going to preview tonight's huge contest as we travel to Burley Stadium to take on the Greenville Green Devils. We'll be back after these words.
Hot weather is here, and it's not a good time for the air conditioning to go bad. It is a good time to change your air filter, and if you have problems with your air unit, call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They specialize in installation, service, and maintenance of all types of heating, cooling, geothermal gas, and air quality products. Advanced Heat Pump Systems, serving the Tri-Cities for over 40 years. Call 926-2665.
What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans, all available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by the Elizabethton Federal office nearest you for more information. Apply for a mortgage online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. Sometimes we each need a little help. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton has been helping our friends and neighbors for over 30 years. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment is in your home, with you on vacation, with you wherever you go, always helping to make your daily life a little easier and a little safer, because they care about you, their friends and neighbors. If you find yourself in need of medical equipment, a name you can count on is Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Coach Sean Witten Show. Coach, putting Science Hill to bed. New game, new week, new opponent. We travel into Greenville. Greenville looks a little bit different than they did last year. They don't have Gudger in the backfield, and they don't have Gillespie on the outside, but they're still a dangerous team.
Well, they are. They're two main guys are the focus point on offense. You got Dabbs and Lawson. Quillen has been a solid quarterback now for 3 years. He's a great competitor. He's not going to do anything really to get them beat. And they're still trying to find that running back. It's hard to replace a guy like Gudger. And they're throwing the ball a little bit more, doing a lot of things in some areas different, but they're still more of a 4-wide spread team. Quillen will tuck it and run it to get some yards to kind of help them out there. I expect him to have kind of a big game tonight to try to get involved in the running and in the passing game. But really the first 2 weeks for them has just been the big plays, the bombs down the field, the posts across the middle. It's really just been an explosion-type offense of getting the guys the ball on the outside.
And then, we won 5 of the last 6 games. The last time we was at Burley, we pulled a huge upset. People said we couldn't do it. We go in, we pull an upset. Going into tonight, how does that last 5 wins out of the last 6, how does it give this team, even though we're young, give them the confidence that we need to go into tonight, knowing we can play with them?
Well, we've actually played better in Burley Stadium than we've actually played these guys at home, it seems like. But we showed our offensive line and our team how physical we played there in the playoff game, and just how we, dominated the line of scrimmage. We got on our blocks. We won time of possession. We made a lot of plays. We didn't give up the big plays. We've showed it. But our offensive line is really going to be the key to tonight's game. And we just got to do a great job of slowing the game down, being able to establish the line of scrimmage. That's how we were able to win it the second time around. You're not going to trick Greenville. You're not going to beat them by just, doing things out of the ordinary. You just got to be good at what you really do tonight. So we got to do a great job of hopefully we can get the running game established. We got Brad coming back tonight, which is going to be a huge plus for our defensive line. You got Zeth Mullins coming back tonight, which is going to be huge for our secondary linebacker area there. Just a guy that's super competitive, works his tail off, gives us a little bit more depth to get involved there. And then we just got to do a good job maybe tonight, keeping Nate and Cade fresh in the backfield. Even spot playing Zeth, Holster. We got to keep fresh backs, keep our line of scrimmage going there, and seeing if we can just be more efficient offensively. We got to, it comes down to the same thing. What you're going to see from Greenville is you're going to see same 4 kids on offense turn around and play defensive back. So tonight's just going to be about the will to win. Which team can stand up and finish when it gets the game into the fourth quarter, because there's going to be a lot of guys going to be playing a lot of minutes both ways. We're asking a lot of our guys to help us on both sides in all areas, and hopefully we can do a better job tonight. We've had 6 grueling practices, Tony. They've been pretty tough. They've been pretty hot, and I think we've kind of turned the corner, and tonight's a big win for us if we can pull it out.
Last question I got for you, Lieutenant Stacy. Without divulging too much, what do we need to do tonight as far as a game plan to come out of Burley Stadium with the victory and control our own destiny?
Well, if we can't run the ball, we're in trouble. We've got to do a great job of establishing the rhythm early. We've done a little bit of moving some guys around on the offensive line. We're pulling some guys over from the defense to help us out in some areas there, keeping guys fresh, being able to maybe try to rotate some guys in there early. And then, we got to make consistently, we got to be able to maybe throw the ball a little bit better, maybe down the field in some areas. But, we just got to be more consistent. We just didn't have nothing to hang our hat on against Johnson City. We were searching for who was going to make the play, who was fresh, ready to go. We had zero answers. It wasn't so much what Johnson City was doing. It was more about us, who had the ability to go. We were just searching for guys and who was going to step up and make those plays.
Coach, I'm going to pick up on your last answer there. Knowing you and the fact that you've had 2 weeks to prepare, and as we've seen over the years, nobody's better than adjusting, if necessary, from game 1 to game 2. You do it all the time because Science Hill's their own separate preparation. And with the last couple of schedules, with that big game coming up week 2 or 3 against Greenville, what changes, and I know you're searching for playmakers last week and we didn't execute, what changes, though, have you implemented from week 1 to now?
Well, I think a lot of it is it's been more about a mentality change. It's just been more of a focus on us. And before we can go, start game planning against Greenville, we got to fix who we are first, And so, it's not that you give up on certain kids at certain positions or you make the necessary moves. It's just we're figuring out finding a way to win, and whatever type mentality. We just got to do a better job too of. I felt like at times against Johnson City, we left guys out on the field way too long. We've got to do a better job early of getting guys on and off the field to get them a break and then get them back in. I felt like when they're out there, they're kind of gasping. They're starting to guess, maybe who's got the ball, where their assignments are. They're not really focused all the way in. So we just got to do a better job early of creating a substitution going. I really liked, every year, things change, In 19, Nate was our running back. Cade was more of a utility guy. Last year, Cade was a back for us because of what we like to do with the quarterback. I feel like Nate tried to give us a spark the other night. Mm-hmm. We just couldn't build off of it. So I think tonight you're going to see us try to do a better job of mixing up a better rotation. You're going to see us kind of slow the pace down a little bit in some areas. And then, we just got to do a better job of our offensive line's got to, it's probably had the hardest 6 practices they've had, but getting guys over to get more comfortable, Mason Ball, Brad Cannon, trying to get Andrew Blevins over, trying to get Justice in some things there. We just got to do a better job of making sure that the game plan is super simple, where we can go out and be super effective And then we just got to do a great job of making sure that, we block and we tackle is really what it comes back down to.
You talked a little while ago about Quillen, their quarterback. I want to switch over and talk about the Cyclone defense here a little bit. Solid, I think, may be the word you used, but that's what comes to mind. He sort of reminds me of Mac Jones. He hasn't been spectacular the last 2 years, but he was solid. He could do it. This year, as you said, he's got some big strikes, and a lot of them are pitch and run and yards after catch. But we saw Science Hill was pitiful. When they dropped back to pass, we had a chance to win. We just couldn't get them in that category enough. How do you address the fact that they now have that long strike? They're not necessarily a run-first offense anymore as they've been with Gudger. So how do you address that tonight?
Well, I mean, we've got to do a great job. I mean, we've tried to make sure that one of the things we didn't do well last Friday against Science Hill was I felt like we just stayed in the same defense, and we allowed them. We just were taking everything on.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do any movement inside to try to free up our tackles to create some penetration. We didn't do enough things on the edge with Mason to maybe try to get him to kind of create some mismatches. We just kind of left him out there on the edge, and we were kind of gasping for where we were kind of figuring out where the ball was going to go. So we just got to be more aggressive defensively. I mean, we've got to do a great job. One of the things we're going to try to do tonight is we're going to look at a little bit of three-man front stuff with Brad. We're going to try to mix it up a little bit more to try to get Mason from D-line to linebacker. I feel like if we can be better at the second level, it gives our secondary more confidence, and then maybe give our defensive line a little bit of confidence. I felt like Eli Williams is a guy. I mean, we Tony, you know this from all of our scrimmages. He stepped up and made a lot of plays, and we just kind of get caught standing around watching Eli make a lot of the plays, and then he didn't have a really effective game against Science Hill. So we've got to do a better job of just kind of taking a little bit more chances, maybe bringing a little bit more pressure to try to get them behind the sticks if we can on a couple plays there. I really think the addition of Brad is going to help our D-line rotation because it's going to free up Mason sometimes there. Mason, just by a big target, takes up a lot of space at the linebacker position area. We feel like our secondary is kind of jumping the gun a little bit because they're trying to get down there and make a lot of tackles, and we miss so many that'll give up the big play. So I feel like having Mason and Zeth at the linebacker position gives us more confidence in our ability to kind of stop the big play. They are searching for an R, and we feel like that we can hold up in some areas. We got to do a better job of we can't let the game get out of hand early. I felt like even against Johnson City, as bad as we played, we still had opportunities. We were still in it the whole way through, but we were grasping the whole time. So we just got to do a better job right off the bat, and I think just defensively, we can't allow our young D tackles to take on all those blows. We got to be pinching and slanting and moving them around quite a bit.
Last question I'll ask you, unless you say something, I'll think of another one. Then this is the difficult one to ask. 5 out of 6 we've won. As you said, we've played better, it seems, at Burley Stadium than we've played them here at Citizens Bank Stadium. This game's got a little different feel. Last year, in that first game, we knew they were good. I think we may have underestimated just how good they were, and they outplayed us. But we go back down there, and after you make your adjustments, and that playoff game was one of the most exciting ones in the history of the school. Through the state championship runs and everything else, that was one of the most impressive wins. They know that they had the team last year with all of those seniors and all of those studs, that they were probably the best team in the state, including Tullahoma and Elizabethton and Anderson County and everybody else. But we beat them, ruined the perfect season, ended their season. That's got to be in the back of their mind. Do you use that as a coach? Do you warn your kids about it, or do you just kind of let that play out?
Well, I think that, these guys have kind of been the back burner to that last group. That last group got all the recognition. They've been told how good they are. I think that's a little bit of misconception too with Science Hill. Science Hill graduated 30 seniors, the guys in front of them. It was supposed to be that year, and I think this Science Hill bunch came in with like a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. I think I see the same thing in Greenville's bunch. You think our bunch would kind of have that same thing. They got something to prove every time you go out there. I really think that we just didn't respect our opponent based off what we saw off film. We just thought that we were going to show up and do the things we've been doing, and it was kind of going to go our way. I think that for us, we've got to establish that physicality, that dominance, right off the bat. I mean, we've got to be so sound and so good in all three areas to let them know that, we're going to be right here, this is going to be a good game. And so, we don't have, right now, we don't have the big play capability. We've never been a high explosive offense until, 20 when we had Parker, Jake, and everything else. We were fresh and ready to go. But, it's going to be, it's about as an even matched Greenville-Elizabeth game is on both sides. There's about the amount of people they got going both ways, the same we do. Some youth in some areas. I mean, when the main guys get tired, you can't have the drop off. And we do use it. I mean, I think that, everybody, they're ranked number one. We're already kind of out of the top 10, I mean, I think that this is a must-win game for us. This is a must kind of, we got to kind of show up kind of play. So it's been a focus a lot about us getting where we need to be. And, we in a lot of ways, we've kind of hyped Greenville up. We've kind of put them up to a measuring stick of, man, this team is legit. They're finding different ways to win. Even when they don't have the same people, they're still throwing the ball down the field. They're still being solid across they've made a few adjustments. That's what we've got to be able to do. We've got to find different ways to kind of win and still have the same type of formula. So it's a difficult task today. I think our guys understand where we've got to be. There's a huge sense of urgency of, there's a thought process in the back of our mind of what 0-2 possibly could be like. And, if we win tonight's game, we're back in a picture, we're back in a hunt. Our road doesn't get any easier. It only going to get harder. But tonight's game, it can solve a lot of problems if we come out with a win.
Coach Whitten, as always, yes. We thank you. Coach summed it up best, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, Elizabethton Cyclones 0-1 traveled to 2-0 Greenville, the number one team in the state, with two impressive wins over two opponents coming into tonight's game. The most important thing is we enter Region 1 4A ball tonight, and as Coach Whitten said, tonight's ball game can change everything. Tony and I will have that ball game for you right after these words from our sponsors here on WBEJ Radio. Coach Whitten, as always, we'll talk to you after the game, hopefully. And ladies and gentlemen, if you'll join us back after these words from our sponsors, Tony and I will have our pregame show, and then we'll have the kickoff at 7:30 from Burley Stadium as your Elizabethton Cyclones go for 1-1. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Eat at one of the most popular places in Elizabethton, Jay's Corner at the corner of Lynn Avenue and F Street downtown. Jay's Corner was voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town, and you'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and the very wide selection of sandwiches. Jay's Corner is open daily except Sunday to eat in or carry out. You can also call ahead at 547-3300 to have your order ready for pickup. Jay's Corner, Lynn at F Street, Elizabethton, also featuring daily specials, ice cream, and shakes. See the full menu on Facebook.
Better than ever country. WBEJ AM/FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
Watson's Marine off Highway 11E Bluff City is where you'll find one of the area's best selections of fishing tackle and marine accessories, plus the latest Camas, Phoenix, and Vexus boat selections. Watson's Marine also has Mercury and Yamaha outboard engines. Owner Aaron Green and sales and tackle shop manager Rex Pendergrass invite you to stop in soon and look at all the latest models and merchandise. Watson's Marine, Highway 11E, 2 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway towards Johnson City.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to Burley Stadium on an absolute picture-perfect second day of September, as we got a huge Region 1 4A class between the champions of the last 6 years. Going into the league. They're going in tonight as I'm along with my tag team partner, Stacy Street, and the best stat man in business, Mr. Wes Halsaw. Stacy, seems like it's been 2 months since me and you was here calling the Elizabethton game, and I know for the Cyclones and this coaching staff, it feels even longer.
Yeah, it does, Tony. I mean, this is what it's all about. It's kind of talking coming down here a little bit with Ryan Whitten and Wes and Jerry Jenkins and Matt Myers. We had a car full here. It's a shame this game's so early in the season. You'd like to see it, but hey, they're going to find out where they're at. And I mean, it does seem like a long time, even longer for the coaching staff and the players. Coming off that tough loss to Science Hill to start the season, and then have to have that week off, and then coming in here facing the number one team in the state, the old arch rival, Greenville Green Devils, and have to come down here to Burley Stadium to do it. But, Tony, last 3 years, Cyclones played very good in this stadium. So it's going to be good to kick it off tonight and kind of shake off that Science Hill game. But, man, this is going to be a tough test for the Cyclones tonight.
It is. They're going from the fire right into or from the frying pan to the fire, I should say. This is the Elizabethton right now in Greenville. We are 43-34-2.
How many years they played now?
This is 69, I think 70 years.
Okay.
And then against Coach Spradlin, Coach Whitten's 3-1.
Right.
Against Coach Spradlin. Here in the last 3 years, we played 6 times. We're 5-1, including 3 victories here at Burley Stadium. And here at Greenville, we're 20-19-1, and at home, we're 23-15-1.
And of course, the last time we were here, it was that huge playoff game last year, probably one of the, if not the most exciting game Elizabethton Cyclones have had, including the state championship games, because of they were such underdogs after that smackdown and earlier in the season ended the Cyclones' win streak. And, you kind of got the feeling that last year that team that Greenville had was probably the best one in the state, even Tullahoma. But Cyclones come in here and found a way to win. I feel that sense of urgency tonight for the Cyclones after that performance last week and sort of the uncertainty that maybe some of the fans feel, maybe some of the players, maybe, I don't know about the coaches, but, it's just kind of that uncertainty. It's really important the Cyclones come out tonight and play good and make a good showing here tonight.
It's all, if you can keep it to, one-score game, positive or minus at halftime, you got to feel good about where you're at. As after, like you alluded to and Coach Whitten alluded to in his pregame show, we stunk at all 3 phases.
Yeah, I mean, it was just that was a rough game. That was probably one of the worst first games Elizabethton's played in a long time, and it can be marked up to a lot of things, but it doesn't matter tonight.
Right.
It doesn't matter tonight because the Cyclones have had 2 weeks to prepare for this. We've seen the tape. We've heard the comments. This coaching staff has put in double overtime these last 2 weeks, and I mean they have really, and it's not punishment for the kids. It's saying, okay, we weren't ready. They're going to be ready tonight.
Yeah, they're going to be ready. You're going to see some you'll hear me and Stacy announce there's some lineup changes, some position changes, anything we can do to spark. And it's like, Coach Wooden alludes that it's not a demotion, but a lot of it's just matchups.
Well, when you go from, you play your biggest arch rival, Science Hill, because of the proximity. This game is more important, though, because it's a Region 1 4A game. And, I mean, you're in the conference region, whatever they call it now. This one counts.
Yeah.
This one counts in many ways, and it really counts if we're fortunate enough to make it to the playoffs, about how many times you got to come on the road and where you got to go and who you got to face. So, it is even more a sense of urgency. So the Cyclones don't have the luxury of saying, okay, well, let's ride this horse a little while and see if it rights itself. You got to make the changes. You've got to. It's not about hurting feelings. It's not about who you like. It's who do you put on the field that gives you the best chance to win. And if they don't, you got to put somebody else there. And the Cyclones are at that stage right now. And you don't want to start the season 0-2.
No.
And especially with this gauntlet that Elizabethton's running this year, first 4 or 5 games. You don't want to start out 0-2, so that's the sense of urgency that everybody's feeling. So, and it's in the air. It's in the air around town. It's in the air with the team. So that's why it's even more important. Like you said, the first 2 or 3 drives tonight for this Cyclone team to come out and really say, okay, we know how to do this. Now we're going to do it.
Yeah, and it's real important. I mean, even a sense of urgency on Greenville's side, even though they had a great showing. The winner controls their own destiny, as we alluded to. The difference is, do you want to go to Anderson County week 2 or possibly week 3? And the loser of this game has to hope that the winner loses 2 times.
Yep.
And then the loser has to win on out in order to play. It's a whole lot. So that's how important it is. We got about 20 minutes left till we tee it up and kick it off. Let's go back to the station for this quick 2-minute timeout. We come back. We'll continue tonight's breakdown. And then we'll do our annual pick'ems, which Stacy he whipped me last week. I'll go ahead and admit it on the air. He whipped me good. And then we will have tonight's starting lineups. All that when we come back after this 2-minute timeout.
The Jewelers Bench has been part of Elizabethton for 22 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find us on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench wishes all our area teams the best of luck in this all-new 2022 high school football season. Come in today to Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass, building back bigger and better for its customers and also now under new management. Come see Clayton Homes today, Team 811, the low price leader where it's done right the first time. Clayton Homes Elizabethton has homes to fit almost anyone's budget from 900 square feet to 2,500 square feet. Come see the home of your dreams today at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton, 1581 Highway 19E bypass, building back bigger and better especially for you. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank. Equal housing lender. Member FDIC. Get $2 off any purchase of 6-pack and a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Yes, indeedy, it's $2 off the regular price of Taco John's most popular summertime value, consisting of 6 of Taco John's famous crispy tacos and a pound of the equally famous potato olays for a limited time. Drive through Taco John's as early as 7 a.m. 7 days a week for breakfast. And remember, you can also eat in again at the Elizabethton location, corner of Broad and Sycamore. And the Taco John's drive-thru is open till 10 o'clock at night. Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery is open for business with Kim's Coffee at 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, for all your catering and bakery needs.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to getting ready to be a jam-packed Burley Stadium as fans are still coming in. As Cyclone fans dressed in orange over there, sprinkling in a little bit of green in the visitor side. A lot of them, like the Elizabethton Citizens Bank, they got set on the other side. We got about for somewhere around 17 minutes. The clock says 12 and it stops, so we're going to do our best to keep up with it. Stacy, let's go ahead and do our weekly picks, as I alluded to. You only missed one last week.
Okay, which one did I miss?
You missed Cherokee and Seymour.
Okay.
So we'll go ahead and pick up as Hampton goes across the mountain to Avery County.
Well, as our listeners know, we were up in Hampton last week, number one team in the state in 2A, Hampton Bulldogs. I think they go there and take care of business tonight, so I'm going to go with Bulldogs.
Yeah, I ran into one of their coaches yesterday, and he was saying that the quarterback's nursing a hand injury, got cut open and is still in stitches, and it busted open.
Hampton?
Yeah, Hampton. Okay. So they got the backup kid that played Georgia game, so I'm going with Hampton also. Rockwood makes a long trip from one mountain ridge to the next mountain ridge to take on Cloudland.
You know, I hope we see in these Cyclones what they set up in Cloudland after that first game. They righted that ship, and then last week you saw that kid, over 400 all-purpose yards, over 300 rushing. So I'm going to go with the Highlanders.
I'm right there with you. We're 2 for 2
I told you, I'm just going to pick the same ones you do and keep my lead the rest of the year.
Well, I'm going to have to follow your suit. All right, then another big 2A district game is South Green travels to the Hill to take on the Valley.
You know, Happy Valley looked really good in the first game. Not so good last week, but they're a better team. South Green's got beat down, but they got beat down by Catholic and bigger schools the last 2 weeks. I still think South Green's better than Happy Valley at this point, so I'm going to go with the Rebels of South Green.
We're 3 for 3. I'm going with the same one with you. West Ridge travels to Science Hill.
We made Science Hill look like superstars, and Anderson County made them look like a 1A team. West Ridge comes in, and I don't think they're as good as they are. I think the running game at Science Hill may be enough, so I'm going to go with the Hilltoppers, but I think that one's going to be close.
We're 4 for 4. I'm the same way. I think Science Hill's going to out-athlete them. Another big contest, Mo East travels to DB.
I'm going to go with the Indians in that. Mo East kind of struggling a little bit. DB is their typical early season. They look good. They usually do at the beginning of the season.
5 for 5. I can't catch you if you keep picking what I'm picking. Anderson County travels to Fulton.
I'm going to pick Anderson County.
All right, we're same thing again.
You know, Greenville's ranked number 1 in the state for what we've seen on tape and from what I hear about what they did to Science Hill. Anderson County may be the best team in the state in 4A.
They very well could, but they've got a big old green thorn in their side.
Yep. And
for the last 2 years, they got an orange thorn in their side. Yep. So we'll see playoff. Cherokee travels to next week's opponent, Daniel Boone, which will be tomorrow.
You know, I'm not trying to pick who you are. I'm going to go with Boone. Boone's got that type of senior team. They play that kind of ball that Jeremy Jenkins likes. It's you know, run, auction, run, tight, run. If you don't come down on the guy, they pitch it. And they've got a stout defense and the best kicker in the state. So I'm going to go with Daniel Boone.
I'm with you. And also they got 9 starting seniors on defense.
Yep.
All right, now we're getting into 4A. Volunteer travels to Seymour.
I'm going to pick Seymour because they played that game last night and Seymour won.
Oh, I didn't know it was last night. Well, I had Seymour, so we both won.
Yeah.
Believe that or not.
That one's already been done. So.
Well, East and Granger.
Granger's better. Granger's better than what they're. Did you pick East?
I picked East.
I'll pick Granger so we can be different on one.
We're finally separating on this one, and then we'll go ahead and preview tonight's ball game. Go ahead and give me the winner, and then tell me what the Cyclones need to do offensively to correct the problem they had and come out here with the victory.
I'm going to go with the Cyclones tonight. That's why we're here. That's why we're here, to see the Cyclones win. This is why I'm going to go. I mean, this is one of the most important games they've played in a long time. Maybe not as important as that playoff game last year, but for this season it is. Mm-hmm. It is because, I mean, you know, you go 0-2 and then you still got Boone and Anderson County breathing down our necks before the leaves fall off. That's the sense of urgency. What the Cyclones have to do on offense tonight, we'll give you your starting lineups here in a minute. Coach Whitten says we don't have time. We don't have time to try to get everything to gel. We got to move now, so he makes a change at quarterback. So Jeriah Griffin last week, Jeriah Griffin's going to be moved to wide receiver.
Wide receiver is going to move in at quarterback. Dalton Mitchell, the senior, who's played there before, but sparingly. Cade Russell's back. In spite of that hit that he took, he's going to be here. He's going to move to the wide receiver spot for Dalton. They're going to move Nate Stevens from wide receiver back to running back. And don't be surprised to see all three of them in the backfield at one time if necessary. That's what's going to be different. Same thing we said last week, though. Who's going to step up for these Cyclones and be a leader? It is urgent that somebody does that tonight. They really sputtered on offense. And the key to this game is the reason the Cyclones lost last week. Those skilled people could have played better, but that line, Science Hill played on our side of the ball, and they played on their side of the ball when they were on offense.
Yep.
And you just can't have that. And this line bowed, the line broke. This line has got to give these skilled people a chance. And that's really been a focus for these Cyclones. So this 2 weeks of practice is the key for the Cyclones tonight. First and foremost is going to be the play of the offensive line.
Yep. I got one word before we go back to the station for a break: consistency.
Consistency and execution.
And execution. So we'll go ahead and go back to the station while we honor our nation with the player of the national with the playing of the national anthem. We'll be back after this 3-minute timeout.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed facility in Elizabethton with a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week. Their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. They also have flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home so you can balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. We're here to get you there. Northeast State. Integrity, trust, respect, and family. That's how Southern Finance has survived since 1959 in an ever-changing economy. Southern Finance specializes in small personal loans, auto loans, home and land loans, and more. Hometown lending for honest, hard-working people like you. Southern Finance welcomes less-than-perfect credit at the office across from the Bonnie Kate in downtown Elizabethton. To find the loan you need, call Southern Finance at 542-2165. Make Dino's Restaurant downtown Elizabethton your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods like hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers 10-ounce prime rib with a salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's downtown Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday and accepting carry-out orders. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding area for the past 37 years, offering physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. The facility is clean, faces are friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter their doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. People you know, caring for people you love. And go Cyclones! Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back after playing of Honoring Our Country by Greenville Band. Me and Stacy will go ahead and do the starting lineups. And since we're on the road, we'll do the offense. And I'll go ahead and start with Greenville starting offense. We'll go to the line, then we'll do the skill kids. Starting at center for Greenville, number 62, senior Christian Feltner. Left guard, number 65, Brandon Iese. He's a sophomore. Right guard, senior, number 57, Kyle Williams. Left tackle, number 59, senior Avery Harris. And right tackle, junior, number 63, Camerson Lester.
Cyclones counter with a new center tonight, number 51, Kyron Smalls. Left guard will be Josh Hayes, number 79. Right guard will be Dylan McDuffie, number 70. That left tackle is number 77, Caden Drain. Right tackle is number 50, Seth Campbell.
All right, and then starting your quarterback and skill position as Greenville is coming through making their way through the home crowd. Starting at quarterback, senior, number 11, Brady Quillen. And then starting at running back is number 15, senior, Damian Short. And they'll come out with 4 wide receivers. You got number 5, senior, Adajay Dias. Number 6, senior, Jaquan Price. Number 12, sophomore, Carson Quillen. And also number 2, senior, Mason Laws.
Cyclones counter, as we said, there's a new quarterback tonight. It will be number 18, Dalton Mitchell. At your running back, you're going to have number 21, Nate Stevens. Your wide receivers are going to be number 5, Cade Russell, and number 9, Jeriah Griffin. The tight end, Jacob Whittaker. An H-back is in there. It'll be number 28, Justin Waller.
And those are tonight's starting lineup as your Cyclones come storming onto the field dressed in all white with black numbers, and Greenville's dressed in their gray with dark green or black numbers outlined. Getting ready for a huge contest. We got about 6 minutes. Both teams are anxious as Coach Witten's got his team out. They're ready to go, waiting on Greenville to make their entrance. Now, Stacy, going on what we was talking about earlier, now let's flip the side. What does defensively the Cyclones need to do?
Well, they've got some weapons on Greenville. Number 11, the quarterback, the Quillen kid. He's a lot like Mac Jones was for Alabama. He's not a Heisman Trophy contender, but he's very, very consistent. He's put up huge numbers this year, and a lot of those numbers have gone to number 5, the Dabbs kid at wide receiver. He's just an absolute player, Tony, and that's in the mold of the receivers we saw last year and the last 3 years for the Green Devils. He's a real playmaker. So the Cyclones, it sounds like a broken record. We got to control the line of scrimmage. We've got to attack on defense on the line. Linebackers have to do a good job at staying at home. And I'm telling you what, Science Hill, they couldn't throw the ball on air with nobody defending. This secondary better be ready tonight. It's going to be important for those defensive backs. They're going to have to play pass first. And I think that's going to be the key. We need 3s and out. We couldn't get 3s and out against Science Hill. We need to do that against this Greenville team.
Even if they get a first down or two, we need when it's 3rd and long, we need to force them into a punting situation, not allow
bend and not break's okay as long as your offense can keep the ball for a while. Our defense was on the field way, way too long 2 weeks ago, and we need to get them on and get them some blows on the sideline.
Yeah, as Greenville comes on, so we'll go ahead and hit tonight's starting lineups. The captains. Captains for Greenville is number 5, Adajay Dabbs, number 11, Brady Quillen, number 57 is, let me give number 4. Number 4 is Emmanuel Dickerson, and number 57 is Ty Williams. Those are tonight's starting captains.
Starting captains for the Cyclones will be number 77, Caden Drain, number 78, Big Sam Bowers, number 70, Dylan McDuffie, and there's a number we like to see back out here tonight, Tony, number 80. Brad Cannon is back from his injury, so it's good to have Brad Cannon back.
Yep, and those are tonight's captains as we're getting ready for the important coin flip as they come out joined arm in arm. Stacy, 2 weeks seem like 2 months.
It does. It really does. While we're waiting on that, let's give a couple of shout-outs. Our number 1 shout-out tonight goes to Miss Nancy Berry. Came by the office today and brought us some chocolate no-bake cookies, so she gets number 1 shout-out tonight.
I'll second that.
Same ones we always shout out to. We got Bobby and Terry Kitchens listening tonight. We got Hubert and Shirley Stansberry over in Mooresville, North Carolina. Terry Lee Lovelace is listening to us. Big Jim Goodwin. We got Mary Ellen Williams listening. Jim and Addie Hyder, Austin Goodwin, Coach Jim Crow. Just got a text from the new sheriff in Carter County. Mike Fraley's listening, and he says that he's at the jail listening to us tonight at work. So always a big fan to listen, and we appreciate all our listeners tonight.
Richie Burrows listening to us. Also, Mike Barnett's riding around on his mower listening to us. Appreciate that. James Ward, Jim and Ann Caldwell's listening. Irene Lewis, Preacher Mike's wife, Miss Krushak, is listening. Jimmy Enzer, he's listening to us probably. He'll be the local hero that come in the morning. They'll say you hear his name on the radio. Marvin Dial, and of course Mama's listening, one of the hardest working ladies in EHS Custodial. Doug Rasnick, and also I had Coach Duggar.
Yep, Lynn Duggar.
Lynn Duggar's listening to us as Greenville's won the toss and will receive. They'll be going from right to left as you're listening to us. And finally, we got Jerry and Barbara Rumley listening to us. So we appreciate it.
We got Ronnie and Marlene Taylor listening. Always got a text from them. So thanks, everybody, for listening. So, all right, ladies and gentlemen, Cyclones are going to kick off tonight. The kickoff this year is being brought to you by Stouts Riverside Auto, and it's a spotlight this year on local businesses. And thanks to Rob Stout for doing that tonight. Spotlight on businesses, Whitson's Barbershop. And Rob wrote this script, so if John Whitson gets mad, you nip Rob in the ear the next time he comes in there. It's the home of vacuum clippers. 52 years in Elizabethton, mowing heads since 1970. We thank Rob Stout. Hopefully we get to do a lot of Riverside Auto kickoffs tonight as the Cyclones come out to do this, and we thank Rob and a shout-out to Whitson's Barbershop. Also said one of our county commissioners, Nick Holder, and I'd say the High Sheriff both got their haircuts there before they were sworn in this week. So thank you, Rob Stout, as the Cyclones get ready. Number 25 comes out, Mason Williams for the Cyclones for the kickoff. Deep for the Green Devils, number 5, Dads, and what's that other number?
Number 2, Laws.
Number 2, Laws.
Approaching the kick is Mason Williams gets it. It's a high spinning kick.
Good
That's
kick.
going to land into the end zone. They're going to take over first and 10 at the 20. That's a good start by the Cyclones. As Laws come up, didn't field it, and the ball hit us to 5, and he's lucky that it went into the end zone.
Yeah, it is, Tony, and that Dabs is a player. He's a real player, and you got to kick away from him. That time they kind of split him in the middle. One ran up, one ran back, and the ball went in the end zone. So the Green Devils are going to start first and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
As Teddy Orton's having to go off because his T-shirt's showing, so they're going to have now they're going to make a Greenville player go off as 2 of them. Matter of fact, Stacy, this is an emphasis of rule is T-shirts showing, 3 of them's going off for Greenville. 3 and knee pads.
Yep. Bryson Rowland comes in for the Cyclones at a corner for Orton. Nate Stevens switches sides. Referees kind of flexing the muscles here at the beginning.
Yep. As they're showing, Quillen's going to be your quarterback, as we said, number 15. Short.
Tony,
they're running them in like a hockey line.
Let me tell you how important this game is. We got starting quarterback back at safety. And it's good to see
number 5,
the toughest kid, one of the toughest kids that's ever come through this program. Number 5, Cade Russell's back there, starting it at safety.
Shotgun formation. They're going to have twins to the right. H-back moving over to the left side. A little confusion for Greenville.
Good.
Looking over, they can't get the play as Quillen's trying to get it, so he's going to bark it out, and you're going to have H-back left, single receiver left. Short lined up to the right side of the quarterback. Play clock down to 3, 2, 1. And he don't get it off. Nope, he didn't get it off. So back
that's
up.
The way we start. Yes, sir.
A little confusion.
Yep. Tony, I think when the referee sent those players off, and they're coming back in now, that kind of flustered them a little bit. So first play for the Green Devils results in a 5-yard penalty for delay of game. So they're going to start first and 15.
Right in front of the band.
Yep, right in front of the band.
As Greenville does a little sugar huddle, they're going to have twins right, twins left. Quillen with Short on his right side. Cyclones in a 3-4. New look defense. Quillen looking over. He's going to get it. And they didn't call the penalty. Quillen's going to keep it. And he's going to be driving forward, and they're going to go up near the 21. How in the world did he miss that?
Left tackle. I don't know how this guy over here missed it on the side, Judge, but helmet flies off to one of the linemen of the Green Devils. They're going to give him about 6 yards on that, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 from the Green Devils in a scoreless game. 11:40 to go in the first period.
Has a little muddle sugar huddle for Greenville. It looks like they're going trips to the right. Single receiver left, and linebacker or the running back lines up to the right side. The quarterback, Quillen shotgun formation. trying to draw off sides, and they're going to roll out to the right. He's rolling. He's going to throw across the middle to Dabbs. Dabbs has got it across the 35-40, up near the 46-yard line, or I'm sorry, the 39-yard line. That's enough for a Green Devil first down.
Kind of a crossing pattern by Dabbs, but Quillen threw it behind him. It was almost a back shoulder throw. He comes back. Not bad coverage by the Cyclones. That's kind of a dead zone right there, Tony.
Yep.
The yards after catch for Dabbs is what he gets you.
Yep.
Quillen's consistent, but he doesn't have a huge arm. It's the old Greenville teams. It's pitch and run. Get
it to the horses and let them go.
Yep, good enough for the Green Devils to get a first down, so they have the 1st and 10 from their own 39-yard line. 10:53 to go here in the first period, scoreless game.
Balanced formation, shotgun formation, and again they move early.
Tackle on him. Quarterback
pulls it, and he's going to cross up near midfield, and he's going to be tackled right at midfield. That's going to be enough for another Green Devil first down. I don't know what they're missing this left tackle doing. He's playing Australian rules football.
Yeah, he's moving, but Cyclones had contain that time, but contain's only good if you make the tackle. So,
ball took the running back instead of the quarterback.
Yeah, you got to take the quarterback here, the outside guy, and they want to get Quillen on. They want to get Quillen on the ball. So.
Yeah. As looks like Greenville's going to have a balanced formation again. This time Short's going to line up to the left side of Quillen. Ball right at midfield. Now Cyclones go to a 4-man front, and now they're going motion with Dabbs from left to right. He's going in motion. Now they're going to look, and they're going to throw a bubble screen. They're going to throw a bubble and go. And this
there's a hole right there.
He's going to pull it, and he's going to
wide open
on each side of the wall. He's got it out to 10, 5, touchdown. Missed the hole back here.
Yep.
Come on, Hutchins.
Yep. Mason Laws, number 2 for the Green Devils. They're running around here. Looks like one of the Cyclones were held a little bit. In that scramble play, there's a receiver over here, and somebody had a missed assignment because he ran wide open. Caught the ball on about the 12-yard line, it looked like, and just walked into the end zone. So just like that, with 10:01 to go in the first period, the Green Devils are up 6-0 over the visiting Elizabethton Cyclones.
Not the way you want to start out now. Offensively, we're going to have to come back and respond. There's a snap, and the kick is up, and there's a late flag thrown in by the umpire. He finally does throw a flag. Looks like they're going to say something with the snapper, because the snapper looked like he got pushed back. We'll see what
that penalty on the kickoff, probably.
Yep. While we're waiting on the penalty, let's go ahead and go back to the station for this 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll let you know what the penalty is. We're back after this 30. We'll let you know your Cyclones are trailing by a score of 7-0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
The Rocky Top Garage Door showroom is now located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Barlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa, Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your Amar automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at RockyTopGarageDoor.com. The drive-through window is open for your convenience at Reed Pharmacy, West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, across from the high school, with quality prescriptions for people and pets.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it was a personal foul against Elizabethton, so that puts Greenville kicking the ball off from the Cyclones' 45-yard line. Stacy, we need an answer for that. That was a busted play that you still scramble grill. You got to stay at home. We got sucked in a little bit, so now we got to have an answer.
I tell you what, when you're kicking off from the other team's 45, I'd watch an onside kick right here, Tony.
Yep.
What have you got to lose?
That's right. I mean, you're going to give it to them at the 30 or the 20. What's the 10-yard difference?
The ball is located on the Cyclone 45-yard line.
Yep.
He's either going to kick this one through the uprights or watch an onside kick.
Oh, no, we're still, they're talking. Referees are talking, and apparently
somebody's got an illegal towel.
A towel or something. Like you alluded to, Stacy, they're very stickler. I don't know why
on the holding penalty and offside.
And the false starts. This is a arena ball. You can get a random starts. Approaching the kickoff, it's a high spinning kick that's going into the end zone. So the Cyclones will have it. Look at the new quarterback at the 20-yard line, in need of a big answer.
Yeah, Tony, if that's what they're going to do on offense, the Cyclones are going to have to match him, but it's not going to be big plays. The Cyclones need a long, sustained drive. You know, that first drive against the Hilltoppers, 2 weeks ago, they looked good, except they didn't finish.
Yep.
With this one, though, the Cyclones really need to make sure that they don't go 3 and out here.
Yep. Now Russell's back at tailback, and Cyclones are going to have double H with single receiver left and right, and they're rushing another Greenville player off for another infraction. Don't know what this is for. Oh, he's got a
headband on. We've got the fashion police out here tonight for
we've got them all.
The stripes, ladies and gentlemen, so they send him off. So here we go, 10:01 to go. Greenville's leading 7-0. Cyclones' first offensive series.
Snap, and they're going to hand it to Russell. Russell will lower his shoulder, go across the 20 up near the 22-yard line, where a pickup of 2 yards. So it's good to see Russell get a touch and get positive yards. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 for the Cyclones at the 22. Cyclones trailing 9:43 left to go here in the first quarter by a score of 7-0. Stacey, here's something you don't see very often with Coach Witten team. Huddle.
Yep, you're in a huddle here. Send Orton out, send Jeriah Griffith in at receiver.
Still got double H, single receiver.
Witten told us too. He's got Russell back at running back and Nate at receiver again.
Yep. And it's a high snap. Dalton gets it, and he's going to fall forward back to the line of scrimmage. And that's going to bring up a crucial 3rd down and 9. They're going to say he lost a yard, Stacey. We can't give it right back there to have some high snap from the center.
Yeah, Tony, but when you got a brand new center, a brand new quarterback, that's hard to do facing the number 1 team in the state after you spent all camp with somebody else in there. But Cyclones got to go. Big 3rd down here. 3rd down and 8 for the Cyclones. The ball on their own 21, 8:50 to go. Greenville scored on their opening series. The Bojangles score of the game is 7-0 Green Devils.
Same formation this time. They got an H back to the right. They were going motion from left to right. Single receiver to the left. And this time it's going to be a quick pitch out to Russell. Russell gets it, lowers his shoulder. He's across the 28 up near the, it'll be about 1 yard short. So it's going to bring up a 4th and we'll call it a long 1 from about the, they're going to mark it at 28 or half. So it's long 1.5. So Witten sending on the punt team.
We thought about it.
Yep, so if we ever need one Mason, we need one here to pin it. Let's see if we can get us a Frosty right here, Stacey. Get us a cheap 5. Added J. Davis back deep, and he's roaming around his own 40, his 35 and 40-yard line. Williams gets it. This time he gets it off, and it's a spinning kick.
But he's going to
Dabs back to the 30.
Break down, guys. Break down.
Break down across the 40, 45, 50. And he's going to be house call. And touch. No, flag. We got a flag. It's coming back.
Thank goodness.
Coming back.
Man, I told you, Tony, I told you when we were warming up before they went out, I said, that scares me more than anything.
Yep. Come on back.
I would rather you kick it out of bounds and give that kid a chance to do that. But Cyclones, it looks like they're going to be saved by dirty laundry on the field as you got to think it's maybe a hold or a block in the back. But and that was probably unnecessary because it's all over on the hash mark hole near the Cyclones. It's a hold, so it's coming back. But that kid, 2 breaks and up the middle and
2 cuts and gone.
Well, and the Cyclones had 2 players with angles on them, and he simply outran them.
Yep.
So you got to store that away to know you can't give that kid a chance to do that. And you've got to get on him and get a hat on him quickly. So
our gunners were out of control, too.
Yep. You got to get down there and you got to break down, but you also got to kind of attack. So big break for the Cyclones there, if such a thing. But at the point of the penalty, they're going to mark it off.
38-yard line.
38-yard line. So
should be back at the 28 as they're marking off a 10-yard holding penalty spot foul. So Greenville will have it 1st and 10 from their own 28-yard line as we got 7:37 left to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones are trailing by a score of 7-0. Score sponsored by Bojangles, where you can go get you 2 ham biscuits for the low price of $4. Greenville comes out. They're going to have balanced formation. Twins left, twins right. Short to the right side of Quillen, quarterback. Now he flips him over. Now he flips back. Waiting on the snap, and again the tackle moves, and Quillen gets it, and he's going to throw the out route, and good play out there by number 21, Nate Stevens. Come on, ref, pay attention over here. The left tackle's getting a half-yard head start.
Kind of rolls out that time. It was kind of a run-pass option.
Oregon.
Yep, run-pass option there, and he kind of throws it straight down the line. Good job by Nate Stevens fighting off the block of the wide receiver. He's able to tackle him. I don't know how in the world they gave him a yard, but it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9 for the Green Devils. 7:05 to go here in your first period. Your Bojangles score the game, as Tony said. Green Devils leading 7-0.
Coach Wedd's in the side judge's ear, but it's the opposite side judge that's not watching. This time you got Trips left, single receiver to the right. Looking over to get in the play. And come on! And it's still nothing. He's going to throw. And it's going to be caught. Come on, you got to throw a flag.
First down passes to number 2 for the Green Devils. Again, just Mason Laws.
Down, just post.
Got the safety that time. Let him get behind him. Didn't know where the ball was. And Laws is able to adjust back to the ball. First down for the Green Devils in Cyclone territory now. Have it 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 48. 6:30 to go in the first quarter.
Balance formation for the Devils. Come on, blow the flag, ref. He's moving as he hurdles the pile. He's still on his feet. He's going to drive down inside the 40 up near the 39-yard line.
Damian Short, number 15. That's the first time someone other than the quarterback's run it tonight. And Tony, that looked eerily like the Science Hill game.
It did.
Got 3 hits and still wasn't brought down.
Pickup of 9.
Yep, pickup of 9. Going to bring up 2nd down and 1. Watch the Green Devils going for a big score here.
Yep, watch Dabs on the post patterns. They're going to have twins left, twins right, balance formation. Right side short, lined up to the right. And again, thank goodness, ref, you finally seen it. They only did it for 8 plays. We're finally going to call him for a false start. We're going to back them up 5 yards. When we say false start, it's a good step before the ball snaps.
Yeah.
So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 6 from the Cyclones' 49-yard line. So we got 5:49 left to go here in the first quarter. Still 7-0 Green Devils.
They were still setting up that long pass that last time. Let's see if they go back to it here.
Yeah, as they're going to have balance with twins left and right. Shorts lined up to the left side of Quillen. And again, they move, and no, he keeps it, and he gives it to Short. Short's going to drive. He's going to be hit, and they're going to throw a flag. They're going to call that the targeting. Watch you see. As he took a hit and he fumbled the ball.
Is this Mullins?
It'll be either that or Mason. Dead ball. Personal foul. Targeting, told you. So it's going to be a 15-yard penalty enforced from the spot of the foul.
Had enough for a first down. It looked like Coney fumbled, but it was after the hit. And they're going to say he's down, and Green Devils are going to add 15 onto that run.
Yeah.
The short kid runs very hard, and Damian Short, and they're not getting a good lick on him, Tony. So
no,
they're going to have it all the way down to the Cyclone 24-yard line, 1st and 10.
Cyclones going to have defense want to stand up and get a little moxie about them, as they're going to have another official's timeout. And it's time to see what they're talking about is must be getting some air time as they're looking back. Stacey, it's like you alluded to earlier, this Erie looks too familiar as it did 2 weeks ago. Not getting a head on the ball to 3 or 4 yards down the field.
Well, you can tell the Cyclones tried to change up their defense. They've gone to sort of a 3-4 look now, meaning 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers, and they're just not making the tackle at the 2nd level here, Tony.
They're actually going to move it now to the down the inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. So,
is it a spot from the targeting?
Apparently so.
In any event, it's even better for the Green Devils. 1st down and 10 now from the Cyclone 19-yard line. Cyclones trailing 7-0. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Same formation for the Green Devils. This time they're going to keep it, and he's going to throw it out here to Dabbs. Dabbs is going to get it, and he's going to be hit and drove out of bounds. And there's a late flag come flying in from the parking lot. From the back judge. I don't know if it was I think it may be a hold against the Green Devils possibly.
I think it's on the Cyclones.
It's they're looking. It could be a hold against the Green Devils.
Right.
Another Oregon-style run where the quarterback fakes it and runs down and throws it, Dabs, and they just got him on the hold, so it's a spot foul. So it's going to back it up to the 26-yard line, so it's going to be 1st down and
Cyclones need to recognize that, Tony. The only way that Oregon kind of offense works when he runs down the line is if those receivers hold their blocks.
Right.
Cyclones need to have seen that and attack it. And that time they were able to attack it and got a hold. Now the Green Devils coming out trips right now, so we really need to watch this. First down and 17 yards to go.
They're tight trips formation, see if they throw them with the bubble. And they're going to keep it up Quillen. Quillen's going to get it this time. He's going to be hit, but he's still going to fall forward for a pickup of 2, so it's going to bring up second down and about 14.
63, Eli Guess on the tackle for the Cyclones. Good job staying home there. We're going to call it 15, I think. Second down and 15. 4:40 to go in the first period. Green Devils leading 7-0 in your Bojangles score of the game.
This time they're going to muddle huddle, and they're going to have twins left, twins right. And this time Short's back in there lined up to the right side of Quillen. Waiting on the snap, and he's got back pass, and this time he's going to be pushed in the run. He's flushed out to the right.
Get him, Eli.
He's going to run through it, and he's going to be tackled, and it's going to be sacked. Or they're going to say back to the original line of scrimmage. Eli Williams put on a little bit of pressure.
And then Mason Ball finished it off. So that's good play by the Cyclones. That's a coverage tackle too.
Yep.
Good job by the backfield for the Cyclones. Back there covering number 5, Cade Russell, Nate Stevens playing as good a corner as picked up where he left off last year. Orton did a good job. Jeriah Griffin's in there now to safety. Coverage tackle by the Cyclones brings up third down and 15.
Trips left, single receiver right, Shorts to the left side of Quillen. You know, it's probably 2-down territory for the Green Devils. Back to pass, he's looking. He's going to throw a quick out, and this will be high. And he's got to get it. Touchdown. Oh, I thought he had a pick. They said he bobbled it, so it's going to bring up a fourth down and 15 for the Green Devils. Since they bend but don't break Cyclones, as it looks like they're going to keep the offense
intended receiver
out.
was
number 2, Laws,
Mason Laws. The ball was a little high there. Teddy gets a one hand on it. We couldn't see for the student section over here for the Green Devils standing up. Almost brought it down, but it's going to bring up a fourth down for the Green Devils. 3:29 to go in your first period. Cyclones trailing 7-0. Fourth down and 15.
Play clock down.
Watch the heel play here.
Play clock down to 5-4. We got trips left, single receiver to the right. 2, 1, and it will be a timeout Green Devils. So we got a timeout on the field, so we'll go ahead and kick it back to the station for this 30-second timeout. When we do, we'll tell you Cyclones trail 7-0. We'll be back after this 30.
Imagine the car you've always wanted at a price you can afford. Dreams do come true, so get the car of your dreams with a Happy Valley Credit Union auto loan. The Happy Valley Credit Union has great rates on loans for new and used cars, trucks, and vans too. Get pre-approved before you buy the car by calling the Happy Valley Credit Union for an appointment. It's quick and convenient. Credit restrictions apply, so call in or stop by the Happy Valley Credit Union today for more details at the corner of Lynn Avenue and C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium where we got 3:29 left to go here in the first quarter. Cyclones are trailing 7-0. Greenville's got it with a fourth down and 15 from the Cyclones' 24-yard line. Stacey, it's a big play for the Cyclone defense.
It absolutely is, Tony. They've got to hold them here.
We've got a tight end to the left. We got trips to the right into the boundary. Shorts to the right side of Quillen. So look for everything to go and leak the tight end out. And they're looking, and they're going to roll the tight end out. And Eli's going to get him. He's going to throw it up to Dabs. Dabs has got it. Touchdown. Are you kidding me?
Just throws it across the field. A little crossing pattern there for Quillen. He throws back across the field, which usually is dangerous for a quarterback to do. Dabbs split the safety in the corner on that side. Makes it look easy, catches it in the end zone. So instead of a first down, it's a touchdown for the Green Devils, and they go up 13-0 with 3:20 to go here in the first period.
Not a good start for the Cyclones. High snap, kick is up, and it is good. So with 3:20 left to go, your Cyclones are on the losing end by a score of 14-0. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
The Ridgewood Dining Room is wide open for your dining convenience. Ridgewood is still the Tri-City's best barbecue, and you can come into the Ridgewood Dining Room any day, Monday through Saturday, starting at 11 a.m., except for Sundays and major holidays when the Ridgewood is closed. Call in orders to the Ridgewood at 538-7543. Ridgewood is still the best barbecue in the region. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only Ridgewood has Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. The Ridgewood, Old Highway 980 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton.
Hot weather is here, and it's not a good time for the air conditioning to go bad. It is a good time to change your air filter, and if you have problems with your air unit, call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They specialize in installation, service, and maintenance of all types of heating, cooling, geothermal gas, and air quality products. Advanced Heat Pump Systems, serving the Tri-Cities for over 40 years. Call 926-2665.
Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery is open for business with Kim's Coffee at 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, for all your catering and bakery needs.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Griffin takes the kickoff on the line drive and returns it across the 25 up near the 27-yard line, where the Cyclones are in desperate need of an answer, Stacy.
Yep, they certainly are, Tony. Give out a couple more shout-outs here real quick. Armanada is listening to us from Stony Creek. We got Johnny Raines listening to us in Valley Forge. Elmer and Francis Sams. Coach Gary Ellett listening to us back there in Elizabethton. Shout out to Nancy Berry. I want to shout out to Michelle, too. Girls going through some tough times right now. We wish her the best. Yeah. 3:14 to go here in the first period. Cyclones in desperate need of an answer here to the Green Devils, trailing 14-0. And Tony, Cyclones got to show something on this series. Only had it one series on offense.
Yeah, gained about 9 yards. As they're going to have Twins left and this time they're going to hand it to Stevens. Stevens going across the middle, and he's going to put it back left. He's across the 30 down near the 32-yard line. The Cyclones run a defender on late, and no flag was thrown on that side, Stacey.
Yep.
So it's a pickup of about 3, so it's going to bring second down and 7 for the Cyclones about the 32-yard line.
.50 to go here in the first period. Cyclones no huddle this time. They're looking to the sidelines. Coach Schwitten's calling in the plays.
He's got Eli Blevins in at one receiver. You got Nate Stevens in at running back. Single receiver left, Twins right, H-back left, Stevens to the left side. Now we're going in motion from right to left. Mitchell's your quarterback, and Mitchell's going to give it to Stevens. Stevens is going to be hitting the backfield as a blitz. They just blitzed that A-gap, Stacy. Made it look too easy.
Yep.
Number 4, Dixon.
Number 4, Emmanuel Dixon. Untouched, came in. Cyclones blocked down. Nobody blocked him, and he just beat that up, Tony. So it's going to bring up third down and 7 for the Cyclones. Down to 2:05 to go until the end of the first period. Tony, we really need a first down on this play.
Third down and 9, Cyclones. The Twins left, single receiver right. Dalton's rolling back. He's rolling. He's going to throw, and it's out of the grass. And they got a flag. So we're going to have a hold right here on number 12. That should be enough for a first down.
Cyclones had Jeriah Griffith out here wide right. He ran a little sideline pattern. The throw was a little late. Throw was out of bounds, but it looks like they're going to pick it up.
Yep, the safety.
Okay.
No, they're going to hold.
Yeah, it's a hold.
A hold against the safety as Jeriah broke, and he grabbed him by his waist. Throw him a flag on him. Let him keep jabbering, hold on him. So that's enough for our first.
Yeah,
select
not
7.
another.
That's our first select 7, first down. The Cyclones get it via penalty, but they'll have it first and 10 at their own 39 with 1:52 left to go, trailing 14-0. We got Twins left, single receiver to the right, Stevens to the left side of Mitchell. Mitchell's quarterback, and this time we're going to quick pitch out to Stevens. Stevens gets it. He's going to be dragged down from the back right at the line of scrimmage. Station, we just can't get to that edge.
No, well, you can't get to the edge because it's a little slow developing, and they're not sealing the edge over there. The receivers and those lines, you got to hook that tackle.
Yep.
You got to take out that linebacker. The receivers got to take out that cornerback. Otherwise, the lane you're looking for is filled.
Yep.
So it's going to bring up, they're going to give him no gain on that. It's going to bring up second down and 10 for the Cyclones, 1:20 to go in the first period.
We're going jet motion, so we'll have trips left with Stevens to the left. It's time they're going to throw a bubble here to Nate or to Teddy. Teddy gets it, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, and they're going to lose a couple of yards. again, slow developing.
Yeah. You know, the whole idea of those things to work is quick, get it in their hands and go out. It's just like the Cyclones are about a step slow, Tony, for these plays to develop. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 11 for the Cyclones. They're going to have to run a play here before the end of the first period as there's 21 seconds on the play clock, 41 seconds to go on the game clock. So 3rd down and 11 for the Cyclones.
As Cyclones will have twins right, single receiver left, Stevens to the left side of quarterback Mitchell will go in motion from left to right. Play clock down to 4. Waiting on the snap, he gets it. Mitchell rolling out to his left. He's rolling. He's going to set up. He's going to throw. And it's going to be called, but that's out of bounds.
Yeah, out of bounds.
He's going to be out of bounds, so it's going to end up being 4th down and 11 for the Cyclones, as we're going to have to punt it from our own 39-yard line. Stacy, this first quarter is about as bad as it can be. And it's not over yet.
No, it's not. The Cyclones they can't get that one good play. They get 2 or 3 yards rushing. The biggest play on that drive, the only positive one really was the penalty.
Yeah.
So Cyclones are going to turn it over on a punt, 4th down and 11 to go, 18 seconds.
Stay away from 5.
Kick it out of bounds if you have to.
And
Do not kick it. They kicked it right to him.
They kicked it right to Dabbs. Just Dabbs goes
he
right
split
to the
him
middle.
Again.
He's across the board.
He hit him again.
And he's going to break down and touchdown.
Touchdown. You can't wait.
We got a flag. We got a flag.
Seth's got a chance.
It don't matter. It's coming back. Got a flag.
Kick the ball out of bounds. Do not kick him a low-line drive. He's going to run it back every single time. He ran straight up the middle, ladies and gentlemen. And the hole looked like it was behind him. He didn't even need it, but thankfully,
should be a block in the back as Mason Ball got blocked in the back. The Greenville fans are booing. But
for the second time in the first period, the Green Devils are going to have a punt return for a touchdown called back because of a penalty.
Yep, they shot themselves in the foot.
I don't care who you got. Put the biggest lineman you got in there and tell him to drop kick it if he has to. Do not kick that ball to him right down the middle on a low line drop.
Blocking the back against the Green Devils, so it's going to be enforced from the spots. So they're going to march it back to about the 34-yard line. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Green Devils at their 34-yard line with 1.8 seconds left to go here in the second quarter.
Tony, I know it's a big game. I know everybody gets excited. I know Mason doesn't want to do that, but, you know, that's twice we've seen what he did. And, again, 2 Cyclones had angles at Dabbs, and he just flat out outran them. So we got to store that away and remember that.
Yep. I don't care. Rugby style it, get it on the ground, kick it away from him. This time we go twins right, H-back to the right. Single receiver to the left, and they're going to...
Finally, they're going to call it again.
They're finally going to throw it. Yep. And they've done it all night, and they're finally going to throw it this time, so they're going to back them up 5 yards.
This left tackle over here is just taking off. He's going not on the snap. He's going on the quarterback sound, it looks like, and they're going to back them up, so it's going to bring up a 1st down and 15 from their own 29-yard line with 1.5 seconds to go here. Your Bojangles score of the game. Green Devils leading 14-0.
Green Devils will have twins right, H-back left, single receiver left, short to the left side with quarterback Quillen. On motion from left to right, and they did it again this time.
Good job.
Get him on the ground.
Yep.
You got to make the tackle, Mason Ball.
Yep. Mason Ball shoots through there, reads the play perfectly.
Yep.
Hits him, but doesn't get him on the ground. So that's going to do it for the first period, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take it back to the station for this quick 60-second timeout. But before we do, your Bojangles score of the game. Cyclones trailing the Green Devils 14-0. We'll be back after this 60-second word from our sponsors.
What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans, all available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by the Elizabethton Federal office nearest you for more information. Apply for a mortgage online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium where we're starting the second quarter. Your Cyclones are trailing 14-0. It's second down and 15 for the Green Devils from their own 29. Stacy, it was about ugly first quarter. Now the Cyclones need to regroup, force a 3-and-out, and do something on offense.
FM 107.9, AM 1240, WBEJ, Elizabethton.
He's going to throw it again, and he's going to throw it to Laws. Laws gets it. Good tackle out there by Dalton Mitchell on the corner, but Stacy, they're moving again. There's another Oregon play.
It's going to be about a 5-yard gain for them. It's going to bring up maybe 4 yards. You know how distorted that first half was? 149 to 8 is the offensive difference in that first period. Green Devils had 149 yards in offense. Cyclones had 8.
As Green Devils trying to draw us off as a pickup of 10, so it's bring up a crucial 3rd and 5. You got twins left, twins right.
Big West Host Claw giving us the stats there. Thank you for that, West. That's pitiful, Tony.
It is, as they're going to hand it short. Short goes right up the middle, across the first down, and in the 46-yard line.
Another first down for the Green Devils. They're going to have it 1st and 10 at about the 46.5-yard line. Almost 47. 11:05 to go here in the second period.
Stacy, they're making it look very, they're like the old Staples, hitting the easy button as they're just mobbing us. We got pulling guards, taking out our linebackers. You got centers blocking down another 8-yard gain, so it's bringing up second down and 2 or 3 for the Green Devils.
I know it's a hot night here tonight. I know we had a lot of cramps and stuff, but this defense been on the field most of this ball game, and you see hands on the hips down there. They're getting tired now, Tony, already, and we're still just barely into the second quarter.
Yep, Greenville's having their way so far. They're going to hand it off to Short. Short's going to get it. He's going to break off the left side. He's going to be up in by Zethmol before he gets a nut or another Green Devil first down.
Gets it down to the Cyclone 40-yard line. 10:20 to go in the first half. Cyclones trailing 14-0, your Bojangles score of the game. And Tony, you said looks too easy. They're picking and choosing what they want to do here. Cyclones don't have an answer at this point.
Nope. Same formation for the Green Devils, twins left and right. And they're going to call it this time as it seemed like Stacy, when they're calling quarterback keep, the left tackle moves a little faster.
Well, he moves because he's trying to get out of the way because they're pulling the left guard and the left tackle. And Mason Ball's a big old boy, but they're coming down there and they're just absolutely hammering him. And if he's still there when that tackle gets there, they're blowing him out. So that's why these little runs are working. That's why these little passes are running. So Cyclones need to key on that. If that left tackle's moving a little bit, then they're going to pull. So they need to fill that gap and get in the quarterback's back pocket. Haven't done that to this point, so let's see if they can pick that up.
As they're back to pass, they're looking. They're going to throw a quick out here to Laws. Laws gets it. He's back to line scrimmage, steps out of bounds up to about the 35-yard line. A pickup of about 10, so it's going to bring up a second down and 5 for the Green Devils from the Cyclones 35 as they hurry to the line, trying to draw us offside. Looking over, getting the play. Same formation, twins left, twins right. Quillen was short to his left. And again, this is moves, and he gives it to Short. Short's going to fall forward, and they're going to mark him short of the first down by about a yard, so it's going to bring up a 3rd down and 1 for the Green Devils right outside the Cyclones' 31-yard line.
Tony, watching the Green Devils on this series of offense, they pulled 1 or 2 linemen on every single play.
Yeah.
And they're just coming down there and they're really hitting that offensive, the defensive line really hard. And you kind of get the feeling this time as they're running. Look for them to take a shot here in the next couple of plays.
Yep, twins left, twins right. This time they're creeping down. They're going to hand it to Short. Short's going to be in the backfield, and he's actually going to lose some yards at this time as Mason Ball penetrated. So that's going to bring up a crucial 4th down and see where they mark it back to the 34-yard line.
This is that in-between land. A punt does you no good here. Apparently they don't have the same type kicker they've had in the past here at Greenville. So 4th down and 3. It looks like the Green Devils are going to go for it. 8:22 to go here in the first half.
Why not?
14-0. The Green Devils lead. Drew Bojangles score the game.
Yep. Cyclones need to have a big defensive pressure. Looks like Spradlin's going to let the play clock run down and call timeout. The play clock's down to 8-7. He's going to call the timeout. 5, 4, 3, 2, and he calls a timeout. So with 8 minutes left to go here until halftime, your score, Cyclones are trailing 14-0. 4th and 3 for the Green Devils. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Sometimes we each need a little help. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton has been helping our friends and neighbors for over 30 years. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment is in your home, with you on vacation, with you wherever you go, always helping to make your daily life a little easier and a little safer, because they care about you, their friends and neighbors. If you find yourself in need of medical equipment, a name you can count on is Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burlick Stadium as it's a crucial 4th down play for the Cyclone defense. We want to have any chance of staying in this ball game. It's 4th down and 3 for the Green Devils at their Cyclones 33-yard line with 7:58 left to go here until halftime. Cyclones trailing 14-0. You're going jet motion with Stewart with Short out, and it's going to be a high snap, and they're going to call a false start, and referee they didn't hear it, but it's a false start against the Green Devils. He threw a flag, so back them up 5 yards. That's one of them states you wish they hadn't blew the whistle because we had it.
Yep, we did, but I think somebody let up. Some of them heard the whistle, some of them didn't.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up a 4th down and 8. Let's see if that changed what the Green Devils decide to do here.
I wouldn't. Cyclones offense, we ain't proved that we can move the ball yet, so.
It doesn't look like they're going to change it. They're going to leave the offense out there. They're going to send
just change personnel.
Yeah.
Looks like they're going back to the more traditional
it's going to be a pass, Tony.
To number 5.
It's going to be a pass.
Yeah.
Get those safeties back. Cyclones. Because here it comes.
Yeah.
This is the old Greenville formation.
Yep.
Twins right and left.
Twins right, twins left. Shorts lined up to the right side of Quillen. This time he's going jet motion with dabs from left to right. Look for he's going to throw it out here. He's going to throw it out and up. And this time he's going to throw it down to Short. Short's going to be tackled. Yes, sir. Mason Ball with a great tackle. Maybe that's what we need.
Yep. Good job by the Cyclones. So the defense.
They didn't bite on the out and up.
They didn't bite on the out and up. Mason Ball dives and gets just enough of the feet of Shorts to get him on the ground. So the Cyclones finally have an answer for the Green Devil offense after a impressive series to get to the point where they're at. But the Cyclones defense bends but does not break. So the Cyclones are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 36-yard line for their first series of the second quarter.
Cyclones offense needs to get something going as we're going to come out with twins right, H-back right, Russell to the right side of Mitchell, quarterback, single receiver left. Now we're going jet motion from left to right with Uriah. Back to pass, and it's going to be a quick out here to Nate. Nate gets it, across the 40, goes through the tackle. He's still on his feet up near the 43-yard line. Nice pickup of about 7 yards.
That was quicker, Tony.
Yep.
The ball from Mitchell was out quick to Nate. Nate makes one move, gets up the field. Good positive play for the Cyclones. We're going to say good 7 yards, maybe 8. We'll call it 7. The 2nd down and 3rd for the Cyclones. Ball is on their own 43-yard line. Yeah, 43-yard line.
This time, same formation for Cyclones. This time they're going to hand it to Russell. Russell's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to dive up near the 44-yard line. Pick up of 2 is going to bring up a huge 3rd down, Stacy, and 2. See if we can pick up a cheap one right here.
Yep, got to pick up, try to get them off sides here.
Yep.
Cyclones need to get a little better push there, Tony.
Yep. We can't have
Cade Russell got those 2 yards on his own. Got that yard on his own.
Yep, see if we can pick us up a cheap 2 right here, a cheap 5. Nope, Dalton's going to call his own number. He's going to string it out.
Nothing. No, sir.
No way.
He was crushed over there, ladies and gentlemen. They just broke down the blocking on the left side, and he didn't even have a chance. Trying to run to the short side like that.
You go for it.
Yeah, I think at this point you got to go for it.
Picked him up a yard, so it's going to be 4th down and 2 for the Cyclones at the 44-yard line. Got to get to the 46.
Nothing else you act like you're going to go for it.
And you let him punt it. Oh, he almost jumped. But he didn't get into the neutral zone. Coach Whitten calling out the play. Play clock down to 9. And this time they're going to call it, and Dalton's going to get it. No! Trip.
Dang it.
Got to cut that thing up in there as he didn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
No, sir. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10 for the Green Devils. Cyclones gamble and lose as the Green Devils are going to take over in Cyclone territory, have it 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 44-yard line. Tony, he's thinking the same thing we're thinking up here. Go for it, go for it. It's great if you make it. It stinks if you don't. It stinks if you don't, and that maybe not have been the right play call there. Certainly not executed correctly. So the Cyclone defense are back out pretty close to where they held them before, Tony.
Yep. So Greenville takes over on the Cyclone's 44-yard line. And this time Quillen's going to pull it. He's going to pull, and he's going to be hit. It's going to be almost picked off, but Cade Russell makes a great play as Quillen overthrows the intended receiver. Cade Russell had him covered, Stacey.
He did. Stride for stride, the ball had overthrown both of them, but Russell had the best chance to catch that. Offense became defense there, and the receiver for the Green Devils, number 12, Carson Quillen, who happens to be the younger brother of the quarterback, kind of hits him at the last minute. So incomplete pass, stops the clock, 5:43 to go till halftime, 2nd and 10 for the Green Devils.
Same formation for the Green Devils. This time they're going to quarterback. Good
job.
And he's going to be snuffed. Pick up of maybe 1 yard. Station's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. It's a good job by Brad going down the line, Brad Cannon, also number 67 for the Cyclones, Landon Hughes staying at home fighting through the blocks.
Yep. And 16 comes in, Eli Williams, to finish it off. So they're going to give him a yard, so it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9 for the Green Devils. Ball is on the Cyclone 43-yard line. 5:13 to go here until halftime. Cyclones trailing in your Bojangles score the game 14-0.
Trips right, single receiver to the left. Shorts lined up to the right side of Quillen. And they're going to snap it, and Quillen's going back to pass. He's going to throw it up
back there.
Teddy Orton makes a good play, and that ball was a moon ball and intended for number 6, Price, broke up by Teddy Orton. So that's going to be a 4th. You call that play, Stacey, if you know you're going for it on 4th down.
Yep, you do. You take that shot right there. At this point, you punt it out of bounds, or maybe you even just run it here and get up as many yards as you can. If you get a 1st down, good. If not, they're going to take over somewhere around the 35 to 40-yard line. So
Cyclone defense is going to have to make another fourth down stop as it's 4th and 9.
Cyclones versus Green Devils. They're going to go for it here. They're going to go long, too.
Twins left and right. And Quillen back to pass. He's going to be...
Get him, blitz.
He's pressing on the pressure, and he's going to pull.
Get him on the ground.
Dang it. And it depends on the spot. Nope. Hey, he's going to be short. This referee's got him short. Cyclone's going to take over. Short. He's short. Cyclone's fault. I'm calling it right here. I'm calling.
They're going to measure.
Yeah.
They're going to measure.
You don't need to, but Eagle Eye's calling.
They had a blitz that time. Good call by Coach Campbell since Eli Williams on the blitz. He gets Quillen on the run. There's nobody open. He tucks it. And, he took off and dived. And, ladies and gentlemen, this is we're going to go with Eagle Eye Tony here. This is his first call of the game. We're going to see if there's an extra link in this chain down here in Greenville.
We'll see if they pull it tight.
Big West is holding up one link here. So let's see.
I'm going to say half a football.
One link here. Let's see what it is.
Make sure they pull it tight over there. And they do. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me I'm right. Go ahead.
He's right. They're short, ladies and gentlemen. Cyclones hold again on 4th down. They're going to take over 1st and 10 as the boos rain down over here on the Green Devil side. But
I think Tammy and Brooke.
you got your glasses on, so
thank Tammy and Brooke for that.
4:46 to go here before halftime, ladies and gentlemen. Your Cyclones trailing 14-0. With the last 2 defensive series, the Cyclones have held the Green Devils, who have gone four downs each time in attempt to do it. Now, offense for the Green Devils, the series before that, they were having their will until the Cyclones stopped them. That time, Cyclones did a pretty good job. Quillen's not standing back there and just firing darts anymore, Tony, so getting a little pressure on him. So Cyclones really need to answer here before halftime.
Need a big answer as we get the ball back at halftime. But low snap, and they're going to hand it to Russell. Russell is going to go across the 40, 35 up near the 36. Stacy, there's no running in that middle.
Tony, and the reason why is Cyclones are getting initial contact, but there's no drive,
right.
and the hole collapses before Cade can get there. And you've got to move that person. Zone blocking only works is if you make a zone,
right?
And you block a zone, and if they fill every gap, there's simply nowhere to run because it's not necessarily a designed hole, Tony. It's an area, and there's no free areas anywhere in that line right now.
Twins right, single receiver left, with H-back to the left. Russell Stuya tailback, and Dalton's rolling. He's rolling out. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be it's got to be targeting. He hit him up near the head. You call it one way, call it the other way.
Jai Griffith goes up for it, tackled after the ball. Looks like he's already passed him. No flag. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 9 for the Cyclones.
As one of the Cyclones coaches is getting an earful over there from the referees, this brings up a crucial 3rd and 9 for the Cyclones. With 4 minutes left to go, Cyclones are trailing 14-0. We got the ball at our own 35-yard line for 3rd down and 9. Play clock down to 10 seconds as Coach Whitten's electing to call a timeout, as now he's giving the side judge an earful. So we got a timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. Before we do, we'll tell you Cyclones are trailing 14-0. We're back after this 30-second timeout.
Eat at one of the most popular places in Elizabethton, Jay's Corner at the corner of Lynn Avenue and F Street downtown. Jay's Corner was voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town, and you'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and a very wide selection of sandwiches. Jay's Corner is open daily except Sunday to eat in or carry out. You can also call ahead at 547-3300 to have your order ready for pickup. Jay's Corner, Lynn at F Street, Elizabethton, also featuring daily specials, ice cream, and shakes. See the full menu on Facebook. The drive-thru window is open for your convenience at Reed Pharmacy, West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, across from the high school with quality prescriptions for people and pets.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back as it's a crucial 3rd down for your Cyclones. We're trailing 14-0. It's 3rd and 9 from our own 35.5-yard line with 4:01 left to go here until halftime. Cyclones coming out timeout. You're going to have Twins right. Back to pass is Mitchell. He's looking. He's going to throw it up. And that's got to be a push-off.
Push, come on.
Oh, no, the flag.
Goodness gracious. Pushed the receiver in the back, Tony, before the ball ever got there. That's pass interference everywhere.
Jesus.
Everywhere where American football is played, but no call. So it stops the clock at 3:55.
Now, Williams,
don't have it 4th and 9.
Don't punish the 5.
Goodness gracious, here comes the scariest play in football right now, ladies and gentlemen.
Roll out
for the Green Devils.
Roll out to the right and rugby style it to the right.
Honey, I'd rather have a safety than I would a kick here.
Yeah.
Snap it over his head into the end zone. Don't kick it to him.
Dabs back deep, and Williams gets it. And this time it's a high punch kick. That'll take it. It's going to land at the 35. And go out of bounds at the 40.
And we're going to have another flag on them, so they're going to back them up even more. 33 here, just threw number 92 of the Cyclones, Andrew Vance, down on the ground unnecessarily.
I don't see a flag. I see it now at the midfield.
Yep.
I was watching the little skirmish down here at the 40. So it should be from the spot of the foul. What is it? Whatever that is.
Is that the reverse Superman?
I think so. I don't know. Two bulls clashing.
Yeah. 2 fist bumps. I'm not quite sure.
I don't know if unless that's some type of safety rule they put in, so it should be backed up from the 35.
He pulled him down with him, Tony. I don't know if that's some kind of, I don't know what that is. We'll have to.
It's 15-yard penalty, whatever it is, so it's going back them up to the 20-yard line. So Cyclones defense has got hold Greenville. Greenville's got 80 yards to go. Cyclones are trailing 14-0 with 3:46 left to go here until halftime. Stacy, we got to have some type of answer for this offense. It's stagnant.
Yep, it is, Tony, and we can't let them score here. Cyclones get it. If they go in down 14-0, that's a small victory for the Cyclones.
We'd like to have a turnover right here. Quillen's going to give it to Short. Short's going to try over the right side, and they're stripping at the ball, and they're going to be up near the 21, 22-yard line. Pick up of, we'll call it
3.
He didn't get no 3. I guess so.
They gave him 3.
They gave him 3. So pick up of 3. So it's going to bring up second down and 7. We need to force some type of turnover right here. Greenville's just looking too comfortable out there, Stacy. Quillen's looking comfortable. He's going to have twins to the right, single receiver to the left, and they're coming with a tight end H-back. He's lined up H-back to the right also. Short's lined up to the left. Play clock down to 3, and this time he's going to give it to Short. Short's going to try over the right side. He dances in the hole, and he comes forward across the 26, up near the 27-yard line. So we'll pick up about 5.
Goodness gracious. I think he got that far.
I know.
Brings down a third down and 2. You got 2:42 to go here before halftime. Cyclones trailing in your Bojangles score the game 14-0. Got a third down and 2 for the Green Devils here from their own 28-yard line.
3-man front's not working so far, so they makes the ball down to a 4-man front. Same formation for the Green Devils. This time they're going to give it to Short. Short's going to go across the 30, stripped up, but he's going to get enough for a first down. At the 31-yard line, it's a Greenville first down with 2:19 left to go here until halftime.
Clock stops just so they move the chains here. They're going to wind it. They've already placed the ball, so they're winding the clock now. By the time this play goes off, we're going to be under 2 minutes to go until halftime. Run, clock, run.
Exactly. We'll have twins left, H-back left, single receiver to the right. Short's lined up to the right side. The quarterback, Quillen. Quillen's going to keep it. He's going right up the middle. And he's going to cross the 40. He's going to be shoestring tackle by Nate Stevens. He just saved a touchdown.
He did, Tony. Quick feed on that quarterback there. He got in the middle and made one cut there. If Nate doesn't get him to the ground, he doesn't score. He gets a big gain. But it's going to be, didn't give him near as much as it looked like they did either. So it's going to be first and 10 from the Green Devil 42.
Yep.
1:33 to go. Clock ticking. Cyclones trailing 14-0.
Trips left, single receiver Trips right, single receiver left. Shotgun. Waiting on the snap. Back to pass. Going to throw it out here. The
hold
quick
here.
bubble. And
good job, Cade Russell.
Go throw the flag as Cade Russell comes up from his safety and make a tackle. Short of the 49, right at the 49. So pick up of about 7 yards to bring up second down and 3. That's an old staple Greenville play.
That is. Cade Russell got held and still made that tackle. Good job by him. Down to under a minute to go here until halftime. Second down and 3.
Back to pass is Quill, and he's looking. He's going to throw, and they got a flag down, and
turn around, Teddy.
Oh, he did, and made a defensive play, but it's out of bounds, and we got a flag. Should be false start again.
Seen that left tackle stand straight up there before they snap the ball. Let's see if it's a legal procedure.
We got one on both sides, both left and right. False start against Greenville.
Yep.
But they're telegraphing it.
Yep. I mean, that you could tell that was a pass play. The left tackle didn't jump that time. He stood straight up.
Yep.
Good job by Teddy to be in position there to force the receiver to bat it down. Brings up Cyclone's going to take that penalty, surely.
Surely you would take it and make it.
Not yet.
Coach Whitten is going over the options.
Get them back.
Yeah, you can't give them third down and 3.
51-yard field play there.
No. I wouldn't think. So we're still
what are you doing, sir? Count off 5 and let's go.
Yeah, now they're counting off 5 yards, so it's going to bring it back to the 44-yard line to bring up second down and 8 with 50 seconds left to go here until halftime. Same balance formation for the Green Devils. Back to pass.
He'll jump out over here short. He's wide open.
Down. Check down to the running back as he's going to be forced out of bounds and slung out of bounds.
Don't throw the flag.
No, he was still in the field play, I believe, so he got back to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to stop the clock, though, and said he was out of bounds. There's 41.3 seconds to go.
No gain.
No gain's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Green Devils, leading 14-0 against your Elizabethton Cyclones.
As Shankles was in on a delayed blitz and good coverage on the back end, had to check down to the receiver and get tackled out there by Mason Ball.
Well, and Tony, that's why they want to play that 3-man front, because they think Ball's a better linebacker than he is with his hand down on the ground. Really hadn't had a chance to show it up to now, but they're going to go with that 3-man front now and keep him there. We got trips over here, not enough. You get over here, somebody.
As this time he's going to keep, the quarterback's going to keep, he's going to cross the 45 up to 46, and that's going to bring up 4th down. I'd call it timeout. I'd call a timeout right here. If it was me, make them punt it.
I would if I were the Green Devils, but it looks like they may be content just to let the clock run out.
Yep. Maybe wait and throw a Hail Mary at the last play. So they're going to call it. So play clock down to, game clock's at 15 seconds. Greenville's in no hurry. I think they're ready to go in to halftime up 14-0. I believe that's what they're going to do, Stacy, is.
Yep, they are, Tony.
Yep.
Okay, that's going to do it for the first half, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Burley Stadium where your Elizabethton Cyclones are trailing the Greenville Green Devils 14-0. We're going to send it back to the station for this 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have best stat man in the business, Wes Hostbar, here with our stats from the first half. And then we'll come back with our senior spotlight where we have 2 senior Cyclones tonight. Really good interviews, Tony. Dalton Mitchell, number 18, number 21, Nate Stevens. So we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout from our sponsors as we begin halftime here on WBEJ Cyclone coverage of Cyclone football. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Watson's Marine off Highway 11E Bluff City is where you'll find one of the area's best selections of fishing tackle and marine accessories, plus the latest Camas, Phoenix, and Vexus boat selections. Watson's Marine also has Mercury and Yamaha outboard engines. Owner Aaron Green and sales and tackle shop manager Rex Pendergrass invite you to stop in soon and look at all the latest models and merchandise. Watson's Marine, Highway 11E, 2 miles from Bristol Motor Speedway towards Johnson City.
At Carter County Bank, it's our job to help you create happy moments. From buying your first home together to renovating an empty nest. From your first car loan to your first small business loan. We're here to help along the way so you can focus on the happy moments. Carter County Bank, in the business of happiness. Learn more at www.cartercountybank.com. Carter County Bank is locally managed to support our first priority, Carter County, and the people who live here. A division of Bank of Tennessee, equal housing lender, NMLS number 430203.
If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800. The Jewelers Bench has been part of Elizabethton for 22 years. John and Sherry want to thank each of you for making it possible. The Jewelers Bench offers in-house repair services such as ring sizing, rhodium plating, chain repair, pearl restringing, and much more. Shop the very wide selection of quality jewelry on the Jewelers Bench website from the comfort of your home at jewelersbenchtn.com and find us on Instagram and Facebook. The Jewelers Bench wishes all our area teams the best of luck in this all-new 2022 high school football season.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium for your halftime presentation from WBEJ on your flagship station for Cyclone football. This is Stacy Street, joined by our stat man here, Wes Hostclaw. Wes, before we go over the stats here just a little bit, you know, from the looks of that, about midway through that first period, for it only to be 14-0 here, that's got to be a small victory for the Cyclones.
Definitely, because in the first quarter, Greenville outgained Elizabethton 149-8. You had 14 points. They were throwing the ball, moving the ball quite consistently, and that really drove up their numbers, for the first half. But the Cyclones, two two really big fourth down stops there in the second quarter, and then you hold them there at the end there, and they ran out the clock right there and didn't give them a chance to get some added momentum going into the half. And the Cyclones get the ball back, and if you can finally get some offense going, that's going to be key for the Cyclones in this game. You still got to, it's still a ball game. You're only down 2 scores, but first half, it's that first quarter all Greenville, and that's the subject here. Yeah.
Go ahead and give us some stats here from the first quarter, or first half, if you would, please, Wes.
Yeah, absolutely. First quarter, Greenville comes out of the gate. Brady Quillen throwing, hits Agite Dabbs for an 18-yard first down, picked up 11 on the ground for a first down, and then he hit a wide-open Mason Laws for a 50-yard touchdown with 10:01 remaining in the first quarter. Cyclones held to a 3-and-out, and Greenville went back to the air. Quillen hit Laws with a 23-yard pickup. And then on a 4th and 15, the Quillen under pressure, he hit Dabbs for a 24-yard touchdown with 3:20 remaining in the quarter, and that made it 14-0 following the extra point. Cyclones were forced to punt, but then Greenville moved the ball on the ground, got a couple first downs, and the Cyclones held on the 4th and 8 to start the second quarter. The Cyclones were held on 4 downs again, and then Greenville was held on 4 downs. So nothing really moving there in the second quarter for either team. For Greenville, 232 yards of total offense, 8 first downs. Quillen, 10 of 13 for 145 yards, 2 touchdowns, 8 for 41 on the ground rushing. Mason Laws, 4 catches, 92 yards and a touchdown. Dabbs, 3 catches, 49 yards and a touchdown. And Damian Short had 15 carries for 46 yards. Greenville averaged 7 yards per play, 4.5 yards per rush, and 14.5 yards per catch there in the first half, and had 10 penalties for 75 yards. A lot of, false start penalties there.
Yeah, and two punt returns called back, 2 punt returns for touchdowns.
Dabbs had
called back, yes.
Due to penalties. So that really, scoreboard could look a little bit different, if you have those
28
right there.
For nothing, sitting here real easy.
Yeah. For Cyclones, only 17 yards total offense. The offense a little bit anemic tonight, 11 yards on the ground, 6 yards. 17. That's all you've got. 6 yards passing, 11 on the ground rushing, and only 1 first down. The 1 first down came on a penalty, a pass interference penalty that was picked up by Greenville there early in the game, and 2 penalties for 30 yards for the Cyclones. Dalton Mitchell, 2 for 5 for 6 yards. Cade Russell, 4 carries, 10 yards. For the Cyclones on the ground. Nate Stevens, 3 carries, 1 yard, and 1 for 7 receiving there. That 7-yard reception is the most positive play offensively the Cyclones have had thus far tonight in the first half.
Wes, unless you're scoring on special teams and defense, 17 yards in the first half, you can't win like that. No. So we're in, and you know the stats better than I do, but the thing about the stats is that, they do not lie. And we've played 6 quarters of football now in the 2022 season, and we've yet to see, other than that very first drive of the Science Hill game, we've yet to see a real positive offensive series for the Sox.
No, absolutely. You come out of the gate that first game and drove it all the way to the length of the field. I mean, obviously the field for the field goal there, but no, it's just struggling. Obviously you get the quarterback change and things, but there's some positives. The one thing I think the Cyclones are missing is that front offensive line push you've had in the last several years. They're just the last 2 weeks, it's just not been there. They're struggling. They're not finding any gaps. It's been hard for Cade or anybody to find a hole and get a gap. And last year you could find a little bit of a hole. You could find a gap and you could get those extra because the offensive line was so good. They were pushing you down the field and getting those extra 4 and 5 yards, and the Cyclones are just not getting that right now.
Yeah. Wes, as always, buddy, we appreciate you. Hope you have a whole lot more numbers to read for us there in the second half.
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for West Host Clock halftime with our Cyclone stats here and the Green Devil stats at halftime on WBEJ. We're going to take this break back at the station. When we come back, we're going to have the touchdown clips presentation of Senior Spotlight tonight, as we have 2 fine Cyclones tonight. We're interviewing Tony and I, Dalton Mitchell, number 18, and number 21, Nate Stevens. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors, and after our segment on Senior Spotlight, Tony and I will be back with your second half as your Cyclones trail the Green Devils 14-0 at Burley Stadium. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Come in today to Clayton Homes of Elizabethton on the 19E bypass, building back bigger and better for its customers and also now under new management. Come see Clayton Homes today, Team 811, the low price leader where it's done right the first time. Clayton Homes Elizabethton has homes to fit almost anyone's budget from 900 square feet to 2,500 square feet. Come see the home of your dreams today at Clayton Homes of Elizabethton, 1581 Highway 19E bypass, building back bigger and better, especially for you. Local high school game coverage is brought to you by Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank continues to support our local community from its headquarters here in Carter County. Whether it's managing household finances, purchasing a home, or obtaining resources for your business, Citizens Bank has experts ready to provide a helping hand. Find out more about the Citizens Bank Local Advantage at one of our convenient locations or visit citizensbank24.com today. Bank your own way. Citizens Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. Get $2 off any purchase of 6-pack at a pound at Taco John's Elizabethton. Yes, indeedy, it's $2 off the regular price of Taco John's most popular summertime value, consisting of 6 of Taco John's famous crispy tacos and a pound of the equally famous potato olays for a limited time. Drive-through Taco John's as early as 7 a.m. 7 days a week for breakfast. And remember, you can also eat in again at the Elizabethton location, corner of Broad and Sycamore. And the Taco John's drive-through is open till 10 o'clock at night.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed facility in Elizabethton with a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week. Their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale, Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome here to halftime, where we're week 2 of our senior segment, sponsored by the Cyclone Touchdown Club. We got number 18, Dalton Mitchell. Dalton is a multi-sport star athlete with 3.5 GPA. We also got number 21, Nate Stevens, who's also a multi-sport athlete star with a 3.96 GPA. Gentlemen, first and foremost, congratulations on what you do, but the biggest thing for me and as a parent is that GPA. Congratulations on that. That's a very well done job on you all to do it, especially with the activities that you all take on. Congratulations. Both of you, I assume, going to go on to the next level, academic-wise?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Good. Best of luck to you. I appreciate it, and as I told our two, and I'll tell you too, at the end of the day, they can't take your education away. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing. Now let's get into tonight's game against Greenville Green Devils. You're coming off a loss that was hard to swallow 2 weeks ago. The hardest thing about it is you had 2 weeks to sit down and think about it. You couldn't get back on the field a week later. You had to think about it and contemplate. What do you all do as seniors as being the focal, as being the go-to guys, the leaders? What do you all do to turn this ship around and to come in here to Burley Stadium and win for our third time in the last 3 years?
Last week and especially this week, we've really emphasized on paying attention to the details, like breaking down tackling, the certain way you run a quick screen, the certain way you block it. I mean, this week's been all about details and going back to the correct way of doing things.
All right, Nate, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, that's really been the main thing is just focusing on the details. You know, we're trying to get every little thing right, try to really just cut down on mental mistakes. And, you know, we're just trying to be better in that aspect of the game.
All right, let me ask you another question. Coach Whitten's not here. For the last 3 years, you all have been the co-star of the movie, per se. This year, you become the star of the movie. You're out in front. How do you all, first thing, do you all think that had a little bit of impact on last Friday's game? And how do you do it going forward, knowing that you all, this is your last time you're going to be going regular season to play Greenville, and hopefully we'll soon begin the playoffs. But last time you were going down here to play Greenville in regular season. Last time you played Science Hill, a whole lot of last times. How do you all go put your mind to it and get the other team, the other kids to buy into it, that you all can put your stamp on this program?
Well, I mean, I don't really think it's a different approach. You know, we're going to take the same approach to every game, and that approach is to, you know, do what we know to do and to win. So, I mean, being a senior and it being the last time is, I mean, you think about that some, but at the same time, you just got to go out there and play the way you know how to play.
Yeah, I agree with Nate. It's just, I think about that, try my best and as hard as I can, because it could be my last game regardless. So, I mean, it being our senior years, I know that play could be my last play for the rest of the year. So I try and give them all every game. So.
Let me ask y'all something. Both of you, for the last 4 years, played a lot of football, and both of you, and that's why we're talking to you together, both of you played a lot of positions, offense and defense, whether it be receiver. Nate was a running back, then he was a receiver, he's a corner. Dalton, you've started back at that safety position for 3 years now. Played quarterback, played receiver. Does it help you? Does it help you as a football player to have a knowledge of those different positions that you're playing in? How about you, Nate?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Because I mean, if you have knowledge at every position, you're more versatile. You can be a better help, you know, just anywhere the coaches need you. So, I mean, it's good to go out there and know different positions and know different places to play.
Dalton, how about you?
I think that it definitely helps with your knowledge of the game. You can go from one position, you know it, to the next, you know it. And sometimes, especially if you're on defense, and say if you play receiver or quarterback, it sort of helps you knowing what the receivers will run, like before they do it. So, I mean, that's always helped me quite a bit.
Okay. You're going to play whatever the coach tells you to play. I understand that. If you had to pick one position that you played, Nate, what would it be?
If I had to pick one, honestly, I'd pick cornerback.
Cornerback?
Because, yeah, I like playing defense.
Dalton?
My situation's tough. I don't know. I really enjoy quarterback. I do. But safety, I don't think anything like the fun of playing safety, I don't think anything can beat that. But if I had to pick, I'd pick quarterback or safety.
Sometimes the safety is the quarterback, only on defense.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask y'all a couple of last questions here. Coming off definitely a tough loss to start your senior year, but because of the number of games that you've played for the last 4 years, those 15 game years, 14 to 15 game years add up, you'll have a chance to be of the class that has won the most ball games ever as an Elizabethton Cyclone. What has it meant to you, and Dalton, I'll start with you this time. What's it meant for you to be an Elizabethton Cyclone for the last 4 years?
When I first got here my freshman year, I really realized how much Elizabeth, like the football team, meant to the community and how big of a deal it was on Friday nights. I mean, everything that we have going on during Fridays, everybody who comes and supports us. Our first game Friday, I remember looking on the side where the gates are, and I just remember seeing like 5 rows of people, like not in the stands, on the side of the gate, and it's amazing. I mean, just being able to have that much support from your community, I mean, you can't beat that.
Dalton's coming over from Carolina. Nate, you're born and bred here, and it's in your DNA throughout your family. What has it meant to you these last 4 years to be an Elizabethton Cyclone?
It means a lot because, obviously I've had, family members come through here and play. I've always, I grew up watching Cyclone games. I've always been a Cyclone. So, to be able to take my time through here, through this program, and be able to have success and, just play for this community, it means a lot.
Gentlemen, remember what Tony says, once a Cyclone, always a Cyclone. and we couldn't have two better. We've so much enjoyed watching you play these last 3 years and looking so forward to tonight's game against the Greenville Green Devils and the rest of your senior year, and we wish you all the best of luck tonight and as we go through the season.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for our senior spotlight tonight. Our thanks to Dalton Mitchell and Nate Stevens, two senior Cyclones, excelling on the field, but more importantly, excelling in life and academically. Tony and I will be back after these words from our sponsors with our second half from Burley Stadium as your Elizabethton Cyclones take on the Greenville Green Devils in an all-important Region 1 4A game. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Hermitage Health and Rehabilitation is a newly remodeled 70-bed facility in Elizabethton with a reputable therapy team offering physical, occupational, and speech services 7 days a week. Their Rehab to Home program focuses on the goal of returning residents to their home re-energized and with more mobility. Schedule your tour today at Hermitage Health Center, 1633 Hillview Drive, Elizabethton, 543-2571.
A college degree is now more valuable than ever before. That's because the more education you have, the better your job prospects and earnings potential. At Northeast State Community College, they offer 135 career-boosting programs and great financial aid options. They also have flexible scheduling and campuses close to your home so you can balance school with work and family. Apply today at northeaststate.edu/admissions. We're here to get you there. Northeast State. Carter Finance proudly supports the Elizabethton Cyclones. Come see the friendly people at Carter Finance for a cash loan. You can get a personal and confidential loan as small as $100, or if you need more for bill consolidation or home improvement, Carter Finance makes both home and land loans too. Carter Finance will also pay off your high-cost title loan or check advance. Call 542-2177 or come by Carter Finance at 412 Railroad Street, Elizabethton, and go Cyclones! Make Dino's Restaurant, downtown Elizabethton, your regular eating place for football Friday nights. In addition to your favorite hot lasagna, spaghetti, and other Italian foods, plus hot American foods like hamburger steak with onions and gravy, you'll enjoy marinated ribeye steaks at Dino's any day for lunch or dinner. And football Fridays after 4 o'clock, Dino's also offers 10-ounce prime rib with a salad inside. Get in the game. Eat every Friday night at Dino's, downtown Elizabethton, open from 11 a.m. Monday through Saturday and accepting carry-out orders. Make Dino. Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton Rehab and Wellness Center has been faithfully serving the Elizabethton and surrounding area for the past 37 years, offering physical, occupational, and speech therapies tailored to meet your specific needs. The facility is clean, faces are friendly, and they strive to provide the best care to all who enter their doors. Remember, if you feel like you're sitting on the sidelines of life due to a sickness that's got you down, let Signature Healthcare of Elizabethton help you get back into your game. People you know, caring for people you love. And go Cyclones! The Rocky Top Garage Door showroom is now located at 401 Hatcher Lane, Elizabethton. Owner Mitch Barlier has provided sales, service, and installation of garage doors for over 30 years, and Rocky Top Garage Doors is Elizabethton's Amar Door and Linear and LiftMaster door opener dealer. Tell them what to do if their garage door breaks, Lexi.
Call my papa, Rocky Top Garage Door, 518-1516.
That's Rocky Top Garage Doors, your Amar automatic garage door dealer. Learn more online at rockytopgaragedoor.com. For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium as we're just under 2 minutes left to go till we tee it up and kick it off for the second half. And Stacey, let's hit some local scores of interest, if you don't care.
Yep, first one here is a big surprise. Avery County's up over Hampton 27-8 at halftime.
Wow, that is a big surprise. Tennessee High is on top of Pulaski County, Virginia by a score of 21-14.
Rockwood's beating Cloudland 28-6 at halftime.
DB in the third quarter is all over Morristown East 35-7.
Here's a kind of a shocker. Doesn't bode real well for the Cyclones coming up. Granger's up over Sullivan East 22-6.
The Rebels are on top of the Happy Valley Inn Warriors by a score of 13-0 at halftime.
Here's another little shocker. Morristown West is 24-6 over David Crockett.
Science Hill in the third quarter all over Westridge, 35-7.
Harlan, Kentucky's up over Unica up on the Creek, 20-0.
Jeff County and William Blount. Jeff County leads 38-0 at halftime.
Unicoi County's up over Madison, North Carolina, 28-0.
And then let's look down the road. Anderson County halftime only, up 21-7 over Fulton.
Okay.
And then
anything good down here about
Knox. See, Maryville's up 28-14 over Farragut at halftime.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's halftime scores here, brought to you by Coach T. And Wes, you got Ray County in there? Yep. Hold it, go up just 27-7. Ray County's getting beat by McMinn County 27-7. Future opponent of the Cyclones. Opponent next week, the Daniel Boone Trailblazers, because of the lighting situation at Daniel Boone. Tony talked about it a little bit. When they were putting in the new turf, they hit the electrical wires and sending electric charge through so to turn the lights on, somebody can get electrocuted. So they're going to play their game tomorrow at noon, and it's been announced now that next week the Cyclones are going to play the Daniel Boone Trailblazers, not in Gray at Daniel Boone, but on the campus of East Tennessee State University at 7 p.m.
7 p.m., correct. So the Cyclones are coming out. Back deep is Nate Stevens, number 21, Dry Griffin, number 9. Kicking off for the Green Devils is number 86, Cooper Graham.
We'll go ahead and count this as kickoff and shout out again to Rob Stout, South Riverside Auto, and then small business sponsor tonight at the barbershop, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a high spinning kick. Drives won't get it about the 8. He's crossed the 10, 15, 20, goes to the outside and up the middle, across 25. And he's going to be tackled right at the 25-yard line. Pretty good run back for the Cyclones as we take over at our own 25, looking to get something going to this stagnant offense, Stacy.
Yep.
That's the best way to put it.
17 yards in the first half, Tony, as we talked about 6 quarters of football here. And seen a lot on the offense. Let's see what Coach Whitten drew up at halftime. Let's see what personnel he comes out to start with here tonight. It looks like
it's going to be the starting personnel he started with, but this time we're going trips to the right. Russell will be lined up tailback. Mitchell's your quarterback. We got trips right, tight end to the left. Play clock down to 6, and this time they're going to hand it to Russell. Russell's going to lower his shoulder. This time he's going to bury his head and go up to about gain of 4 yards. Stacy, that brings up a second down to 6. That's a positive run for the Cyclones. The good thing about that is it's nice to see Cade stick his nose in there after that vicious hit he took. So I was worried how he would react, so it's good to see him right there. So Cyclones now flip the field. You're going trips to the wide side, and you're going tight end to the right. And
Coach Whitten's trying to spread them out here a little bit, Tony, get them out of the box here.
Yeah, you got single high coverage, and this time he's going to get in the backfield, and somebody's got to pick up at number 4.
Yep, I mean
he's delayed. He's reading the puller.
He's reading the puller. He's the backside linebacker. By the puller, we mean whatever guard pulls. He runs up and fills that gap, and that time he ran right into Russell. Russell takes another big hit. He's going to lose yardage on that, Tony. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 8 for the Cyclones. 10:56 to go here early in your third quarter. Cyclones looking to try to get a first down here, Tony.
Yeah, trying to get our second first down of the ball game. Looking over, getting the play clock down to 10 seconds as Coach Whitten's finally calling in. You got Twins left.
They're going to call a timeout, Tony.
He's going to have to unless he hurry up and gets it off.
Call it. Dang it. They didn't
he gets it off.
Oh.
Nope,
they did not.
Nope. Let's see. Probably a good thing because delay of game because 4 was coming.
Yep. 4 was coming, and they would have blew that play up, Tony. So Cyclones too long getting that play in. So instead of 3rd down and 8, it's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Cyclones.
When you're struggling for your identity on offense, it's one thing you can't have. You can't get behind the sticks.
Nope. And the ball's all the way back to the Cyclone 22-yard line.
Cyclones are going to have twins left, single receiver to the right, tight end right. And this time we're going to get to Russell. Russell dances around. He's going to be hit. He's going to pass the original line of scrimmage, pick up of about 4, so bring up 4th down and maybe 9 from the 26.
Tony, Cyclones, again, look a little unsure of what they've done. So used to having 1 or 2 or 3 playmakers back there. It's just they just can't seem to get uncorked on offense now. So
here's the scariest play in the.
Mason Williams back to punt. Got Dabbs here. He's coming over here to the near hash mark to the Greenville sidelines. That means kick it to the other side, Mr.
Just
Williams.
like that.
Yep, good job.
That's what you want right there. We'll take that all day long, make them go the length of the
Good
field,
punt
roll
right
ball,
there. Yes,
roll
sir.
down the side to 25, and it's going to be dead at the 24-yard line. So Green Devils will take over if they're on 24. That's what we want. Kick it where he ain't.
Kick it where he ain't. That's a good job. Good job by the Cyclones recognizing that. 50-yard punt there with the roll, and more importantly, Dabbs didn't even touch it.
Exactly. So we flip the field now. Defensively coming out, see what defense had adjustments Coach Harrison, Coach Campbell's made on the defensive front.
First series of the second half for the Green Devils. Sputtered the last two, gave it up on downs, and time ran out in the second half. Last three series for the Green Devils. Let's see what they drew up at halftime, Tony.
Yep, twins left, twins right. Shorts lined up to the right side of the quarterback, Quillen. And again, no flag, and it's going to be Quillen over to the left side. He's going to be hit and drugged back, and they're going to say forward progress.
Maybe a yard.
No, the side judge coming in about the 30, about the 28.
2 yards.
Pick up about 2, close to 3.
Yep.
They're going to give him almost 3 yards, Stacy.
Well, Cyclones doing a little better job up front there. You know, the first 3 times Quillen ran that during the game, he got first downs or close to it, 8 to 12 yards. So 3's better. So let's see what they do. 9:14 to go here. Quillen in the first half. Quillen's cramping a little bit.
It looks like he's cramping. Same formation this time. He's probably going to hand it off unless it's a decoy, and he does hand it off this time to Short, right up the middle, and he's diving the ball. Fumble.
Oh, they're going to call him down. Dang it.
You can't hurdle, first of all. He hurdled and he fumbled. They're going to say he's down, which is probably the correct call.
Yep. He shot straight up the middle, Tony, like a shot, and just want to brag on him. Give up a play up the middle there. It's going to be enough for a first down for
up near the 39-yard line.
39, 8:52 to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones trailing 14-0. Green Devils have it first and 10.
The Green Devils going to have twins right, twins left. This time Dixon's your tailback, replaces Short. He's lined up to the left side of Quillen. This time they're going to hand it to Dixon. Quillen's going to keep it. He's going to try up the middle. Stacey, he just gets that and bends it back.
He does, and they're taking the dive back on that. They're getting faked out. Quillen's just kind of rolling out a little bit, and then he bends it out and then gets upfield. Picks up 8 yards there. It's going to bring up a second down and 2. Which is dangerous here for the Cyclones, Tony. I think they may attempt some kind of pass here.
The Green Devils with muddle huddle. They're going to have twins left, twins right. Shorts back in there. They lined up to the left side of Quillen. Cyclones showing a 4-man front. And this time they moved, and this time Short's going to get it, and he's going to fall across the 50 into the Cyclone territory. Enough for another Green Devil first down. Another flinch by the tackle, so.
Clock running here is that they move the sticks because the ball's set. 7:40 to go here. Green Devils moving the ball now at first and 10 inside Cyclone territory at the 49-yard line.
Same formation, same personnel for Greenville. Cyclone showing a 4-man front. And this time they're going to hand it to Short. Short's going back across the middle. Brings it back outside. He's still on his feet, still driving. He's hit at the 35-yard line, but not before he gets enough for a Green Devil first down.
Tony, he just power running right there. Cade Russell came up and popped him, but still was able to bend it for a substantial gain. So first down and 10 for the Green Devils all the way down to the Cyclone 34.
Better than ever, country. WBEJ, AM, FM, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
15 yards pop.
Yep, same formation for the Green Devils. Same personnel. Back to pass. This time we'll go throw a quick bubble out here as Dabbs gets it.
Hit him on the ground.
One tackle, and he goes down near the 20-yard line. See, they're going to mark him right at the 21, and that's going to be short of the first down, but they're giving him another first down.
Yep, they gave it to him, Tony, so it's going to be first and 10. Green Devils have it right outside the Cyclone 20, so almost in the red zone. They're not missing a beat, Tony. No. They're huddling up except for the receivers. Twins left, twins right.
See if quarterback keeps it right here.
Quarterback and Mr. Short.
And this time they're going to keep
quarterback
willing. Yep.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle. He's lowering his shoulder. Touchdown. He's into the end zone. Touchdown. Too easy, Stacy.
It should have been tackled at the line of scrimmage. He gets out. He's hit at about the 2-yard line. Tony, he just wanted it more that time. Yep. He bulls his way into the end zone. And just like that, on the first series of the second half, Green Devils drive it 80 yards, almost 80 yards, 75 yards, and take a 20-0 lead in your Bojangles score of the game with 6:05 to go as they come on to attempt the extra point.
Waiting on the snap and the hold, Stacy. And the snap is up, and the kick, it is good. So with 6:05 left to go here in the third quarter, Cyclones are trailing 21-0. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
If you need extra cash to get the student members of your family in fashion or for the books and supplies they'll need, visit Happy Valley Credit Union, 210 East C Street, Elizabethton, for a back-to-school loan featuring a rate as low as 5.99%. Some credit restrictions may apply, but a Happy Valley Credit Union loan officer can answer all the questions. Happy Valley Credit Union, 210 East C Street, Elizabethton, behind Walgreens.
The Ridgewood Dining Room is wide open for your dining convenience. Ridgewood is still the Tri-City's best barbecue, and you can come into the Ridgewood Dining Room any day, Monday through Saturday, starting at 11 a.m., except for Sundays and major holidays when the Ridgewood is closed. Call in orders to the Ridgewood at 538-7543. Ridgewood is still the best barbecue in the region. Ridgewood fries are made from genuine Idaho potatoes, and only Ridgewood has Mrs. Profit's original baked beans. The Ridgewood, Old Highway 980 at Bluff City, just 6 miles north of Elizabethton. Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's a low spinning kickoff that's fielded by Caleb Holger across the 20-25. He's still on his feet. And then we got 3 flags come flying. That's going to be against the Cyclones because Landry Buckles will continue to block without his helmet. So it'll probably be against him.
Helmet flew off. You're supposed to stop at that point in time. No more Jason Whitten running down the field against the Philadelphia Eagles with no helmet on.
Unless it was jerked off.
Yep.
So we'll see how they're. You got one referee.
Illegal participation.
Yep.
So that's continuing to block without the helmet.
Yep. It's marked off from the spot of the foul, so it's a 10-yard penalty. Nope, they're marking a 15.
Take it down all the way to the
17-yard line.
17-yard line of the Cyclones. So the Cyclones are going to take over for their second series of the second half, trailing the Green Devils 21-0 in your Bojangles score of the game. Cyclones come out now with
same personnel. Yep, twins right, single receiver left. Russell lined up to the right side of Mitchell. Mitchell back to pass. He's looking, he's throwing it upfield, and it's going to be picked off.
Intercepted. Teddy Orton, what number is that, Tony? Is that Dabbs?
Dabbs, yep.
Dabbs is going with him. Ball was thrown on the inside. Dabbs had inside coverage. Green Devils are going to take over on the interception, have it 1st and 10 from their own 45. So one play and out for the Cyclone offense. The defense got to come back out here, Tony, and they've got to be tired.
Yep, they're exhausted.
5:55 to go here on a hot, humid night in Burley Stadium. I've been on the field way too much. Cyclones have 2 first downs in the ball game, or one. One first down, and that was on a penalty.
Yep.
And that was on a penalty. So Cyclones got to dial something up here on offense, Tony, or this one's going to get out of hand here real quick.
Yep, I bet you they go for the kill shot. You got twins left, twins right. Quillen. He's going to hand it to Snope. We're going to run the Oregon style. This time it's going to be strung out, and he's going to keep it, and he's going to be slung down right at the 47-yard line, pick up of 2.
Eli Williams on the coverage. A better job mirroring the quarterback that time, going where he goes. Still pick up 2 yards. 5:35 to go here in the third quarter. Cyclones trailing 21-0 to the Green Devils.
Same formation. Twins right, twins left. Cyclones defense needs to force a turnover. Quillen's shotgun. He's going to give it to Short. Short's going to patiently try over the right side, and he's going to be hit short of the 50, about the 49-yard line. A pickup of only 2. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 6 for the Green Devils at their own 49.
Damian Short. I think I was calling him Smalls. I think about Sandlot here. Short on a big carry there. 3rd down and 6 for the Green Devils after the interception by the Cyclones. 4:52 to go here. See if they go to the air, Tony.
Greenville in their traditional twins left, twins right, and this time going to be pressured by Zeth Mullins, and he's going down for a sack.
Good job by the Cyclones.
Good thing happened is Zeth Mullins with a blitz.
Yep, blitz from his outside linebacker position. Going to lose all the way back to 39-yard line. No, the 44-yard line.
Yep.
44-yard line. So Greenville comes out to attempt their first punt of the game.
They do have a punter.
And Cyclones come out. Green Devils have it 4th and 10. Cyclones deep have Dalton Mitchell and Jeriah Griffin.
As we're waiting on the snap, right at 4:05 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Snaps away, kick is up, and it's a high spinning kick that Jeriah calls for and gets a fair catch right about his own 20 or 16-yard line where the Cyclones will take over. 1st and 10. Let's see if we can get us a sustained drive. Anything, Stacey, that we can build momentum off of.
We need to, Tony.
Yeah, we got to have something.
3:55 here to go in the 3rd quarter. Cyclones trail 21-0. 1 first down in the ball game, and that was on a penalty for the Cyclones. So let's see what they dial up here. Looks like they've got Sam Bowers back in. See if he comes in at center.
As they're breaking the huddle at the sideline huddle, you're going to have twins left, single receiver to the right. Still got Mitchell at quarterback with Cade Russell, and you got H-back and Sam Bowers is back at center. And this time they're going to hand it to Cade. Cade's going to try over the left side. He's going to be hit the backfield and drive forward across up 19, close to the 20-yard line. That's a hard 2-3-yard run for number 5.
In the old days, you had a 32, 3-back through the 2-hole. You don't have that anymore. You have left or right. And that zone blocking depends upon the lineman taking the defenders where they can get them to go and making a zone. There's just not many zones tonight for Cyclones team as number 11, Eli Blevins, comes in at one of the wideouts for the Cyclones.
Russell goes out. Blevins comes in, so you'll put Nate Stevens back at tailback. Play clock's down to 12. You're going to have twins to the left. Single receiver to the right. Stevens is now your tailback. Side Mitchell. Play clock down to 5. Here comes the blitz. And Stevens gets it, and he's going to be picked up and pushed backwards right at the 21-yard line as Greenville's coming on the blitz. And it's going to be a pickup of 2.
It's 2 hard yards right there, Tony.
Yeah, it's hard sledding in between the tackles. Those bring up 3rd down and 5 for the Cyclones as we're at 2:44 left to go here in the 3rd quarter. We're trailing 21-0. See if we can try a hard count, Stacey, and get us a cheap first down. Nope. This time Dalton keeps it, and Dalton's going to go across the 30, and we're going to pick up a second first down for the Cyclones, sponsored by Select 7. That's a good read. He let the middle linebacker go flying by.
He did. That was an option by him. Could have pitched the ball. Decided to keep it. Came up close to the first down yardage. Lowered his shoulder and got the rest of it. So positive play for the Cyclones. Tony said a Select 7 first down. They have it 1st and 10. The ball is on their own 28-yard line with 2:05 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Cyclones trail 21-0 to the Green Devils.
Cyclones huddling up. You're going to have break a huddle with twins left, single receiver to the right, tight end right. Stevens lined up to the right side. And we're going to have a delay of game against the Cyclones.
We have this stoppage to mark off the penalty. We got John Burrow up in Crow Bottom listening to us tonight. Steve Burrow's brother there, one of the Bass Stout Burrow gang there. Shout out to John listening to us tonight. Also, Mr. Nave.
Yep, Tony Nave and them.
Tony Nave and them. They're always listening to us down on East Street. So thank you for listening to us tonight. Cyclones have it now 1st down and 15. Ball is back on the 24-yard line.
Stevens quick toss. And he's going to hit.
Gracious.
And after he picks up maybe 2 yards, as the middle linebacker, number 20, Drew Armbruster, comes flying from the weak side to put on a hit to Nate.
We'll give a little shout out. There's some Cyclone lineage there. That's the stepson of Matt Cooter, number 20 for the Green Devils. As Matt, a former Cyclone and school board member there. That's his son. Big hit there. Looks like Nate might have a little head of steam, but only gains 4, brings up 2nd down and 11.
Same formation again for the Cyclones. Here they come on another blitz.
Oh, my God.
They're blitzing the Stacy all to death, and they're getting a little bit of pep in their step.
Let me tell you something. Number 4 for
He's
Green
a blitz
Devils,
machine.
Emmanuel Dixon. He's the middle linebacker. That is 3 hits on running backs tonight on blitzes that have resulted in negative yards for the Cyclones.
Yep.
Ball was all the way back to the 24-yard line.
We got
to bring up 3rd down and 14 for the Cyclones with 37 seconds to go. Play clock down to 17. We don't even have the play in yet.
You got to change your snap count on that, Stacy. He's already timed the snap count. He knows he's coming. Going to have the same formation for the Cyclones. And here he comes again. This time Dalton's going to call his own number.
And he's going to make the tackle again.
Yep.
Fumble.
He was down.
They didn't call him down, Tom.
Yeah, the side judge called him down.
Okay, all right.
So it's going to bring up a 4th down and 14, and that's going to do it for the end of the 3rd quarter.
Wait a minute. Once they stop the clock there with that player on, they're not going to.
No.
Go ahead.
So that's at the end of 3. Your Cyclones are trailing by a score of 21-0. We'll be back after this 60-second timeout.
Hot weather is here, and it's not a good time for the air conditioning to go bad. It is a good time to change your air filter, and if you have problems with your air unit, call Advanced Heat Pump Systems. They specialize in installation, service, and maintenance of all types of heating, cooling, geothermal, gas, and air quality products. Advanced Heat Pump Systems, serving the Tri-Cities for over 40 years. Call 926-2665.
What began as a vision for a young nurse is now a heritage for over 4 generations at Ivy Hall. With a 5-star rating by Medicaid Medicare, residents at Ivy Hall receive the best physical, speech, and occupational therapy in the area, and now respiratory therapy services are offered on staff too, all in a new state-of-the-art facility. Physician and nursing services to aid the healing process are also provided. All insurance is accepted at Ivy Hall, now hiring at 301 South Watauga Avenue, Elizabethton, and online at ivyhallnursinghome.com. Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery is open for business with Kim's Coffee at 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, for all your catering and bakery needs.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. As it's beginning of the 4th quarter, Cyclones are down 21-0. 4th down and 14, back deep for the Green Devils is Adijay Dabbs, and it's going to be a low line drive.
Here he goes again.
Across the 50. He's into Cyclone territory, and he shoots, and he's tackled right at the 44-yard line. Thank goodness he tried to juke one too many times and lost his footing, but sets up excellent field position for the Green Devils at their own 44-yard line.
7:53 to go here in the ball game. Cyclones trailing 21-0. Green Devils take over again inside Cyclone territory, an all too familiar refrain tonight as they have it 1st and 10 at the Cyclone 44. March out their starting lineup again, Tony.
Yep. They're going to come out, and they're going to have twins left, twins right. Short's going to be your tailback. Quillen's your quarterback. And this time, Quillen's going to keep it. He's going to be upended. Not before he picks up maybe 1 yard.
Cut down by Mason Ball. Eli Williams finishes him off. So they're going to give him about a yard on that. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Ball on the Cyclone 43-yard line.
We got a official timeout for injured player for Green Devils who's hobbling off. Now he's being replaced. Looks like possibly a cramp as Quillen's going out. Gingerly walking as he's being replaced by number 10 backup Corbin Cannon. So we got a new quarterback and a new right tackle. Still going to have twins right, twins left. Short still in there, lined up to the right side of the new quarterback, Cannon. Waiting on the snap. He gets it. He's going to hand it to Short. Short just patiently running. He's going to be tackled right near the 34-yard line, and that should be enough. See what they're going to do. So they're going to mark it. That's enough for another Green Devil first down.
Doesn't matter if you're a backup quarterback, if you can hand it off to a running back that gets yardage like that. And, I mean, it's nothing fancy with Short. It's just straight up the gut, Tony.
Yeah.
10:48 to go here in the ball game. Cyclones trail 21-0.
Same formation. This time,
fumble for the
snap. Cyclones got
the ball on the ball.
Cyclones finally have it. Finally got a break.
Yep. That's okay. I stand corrected. That can be a problem with the backup quarterback if you got a fumble on the exchange from the quarterback to the running back. Cyclones catch a break there. Looks like Greenville was unstoppable again, but they get a turnover. They're going to have the 1st and 10. Ball's going to be on their own 37-yard line.
See if we can actually pick up another first down. Try to get something to build off of. Cyclones are going to break the huddle, and they're going to come back. Looks like it's the original 5 started Science Hill at the line with Mitchell, your quarterback, with twins left, twins right. Balanced formation. Greenville in the 4-man front. Back to pass to Dalton. He's got it. This time he's
turn around.
And they threw a flag. That was a late flag on that one, Stacy.
Yeah, I mean,
wow. That was very late.
Gerard was running down the sidelines. That pass looked like a post pass. The only one around it was Dabbs. Maybe there was a little grab on Gerard as he was going by, but he didn't even turn around and see where the ball was.
No.
That is against them. So
that's another select 7 first down. Number 3 for the Cyclones, 2 via penalties.
Takes it all the way down into Greenville territory now. Cyclones will have it 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Had to grab him as he was going by, Tony.
Yeah. Same formation. Russell lined up to the left side. Here comes the outside blitz. And Russell's going to get it.
Almighty.
And he takes a lick right at the original line of scrimmage and fall forward for maybe 2 yards. And Stacy, they're bringing the house.
I mean, Cade's coming in there, and he doesn't even have a chance to make a cut. He's just having to bury his head and hope he gets 2. That time he got about a yard. Maybe they're going to give him 2, so it's going to bring up 2nd down and 8 from the Green Devil 46, almost 47-yard line.
We're down right at 10 minutes left to go here in the 4th and final period. Cyclones are trailing 21-0. This time they're going to hand it to Cade again. Cade lowers his shoulder, gets a little head of steam. He's up near the 40-yard line. So it's a pickup of about 7 yards. Will bring up 3rd down and 2 for the Cyclones. He finally had a little running lane that time.
Finally had a little daylight there, Tony, to get through. Bring up 3rd down and 2. Yep, 3rd down and 2. Ball's exactly on the Green Devil 40-yard line. 9:37 to go here in your ball game. Cyclones trail 21-0.
You know, Greenville's not wanting the Cyclones. They want to pitch a shutout. Cyclones don't want it. Same this time. It's going to be a high snap. He's going to get it, lowers his shoulder, and it depends on the spot. He's going to be marked about maybe a yard short.
So I swear that quarterback's blitzing. If the Cyclones had some kind of pass right across the middle from the slot receiver, tied in hot pass or something, and just put that tight end where he's at, if for no other reason to slow him down, because he's just pinning his ears off and coming in there.
Yeah.
And the Cyclones aren't running anything any different. He has no reason to. They need to replace him with a receiver, and all you got to do is stand up and throw it to him. He's taking off as soon as the ball snaps.
Big 4th and 1 for the Cyclones. This time Russell's going to get his lower shoulder. This time he's going to drive. He's going to go down the side to 35, down to 34, and that's another select 7 first down for the Cyclones down at the Greenville 34-yard line.
Hate to get excited over a 2-yard gain, but that's a first down, ladies and gentlemen. So they have it inside now, the 34-yard line of the Green Devils. 8:35 to go.
Cyclones will have single receiver right, tight end right, twins left. Stevens is now your tailback. Quick pitch to Stevens. Stevens gets it. He's going to lower his shoulder and go to the right side, and he's going to go across the 30. He's going to be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line, a pickup of about 6, so we'll call it 2nd down and 4.
Hard to see that pitch to the short side of the field, Tony. You don't have a lot of real estate there. You got to get it upfield. Nate does a good job doing that. It's going to bring up second down, and we'll call it 4 yards. Yes,
yep.
Second down and 4.
Cyclones still got H-back right, single receiver right, twins left. Stevens to the left side of the quarterback, and they'll go give it to Stevens. Stevens side steps and may have fell forward for a gain of 1.
Lucky to hold on to the ball there, Tony. He's kind of bobbling a little bit.
They come in with that backside blitz again, Stacey. They're just reading it so good.
Number 20, Armbruster there. When they see a tackle or guard on their side pull, they're automatically blitzing that hole. Maybe send him on a pull, but hit a little hot pass or something, Tony.
Send him on a pull and throw back to where he's not.
Yep.
This time we'll try another quick pitch out to Nate. Nate gets it, lowers his shoulder. He's going to be hit right around the 25-yard line. It's going to bring up another 4th down, Stacey. 4th down, and maybe see where they're going to mark it. Right at the 25, about a yard. Fourth down and 1. We're under 7.5 minutes left to go in the ball game. Your Cyclones are trailing 21-0. It's 4th down and 1 from the Green Devil 25-yard line. Russell back in. This time we got a tight formation for Cyclone. High snap. He's going to give it to Russell.
Nope. Got his helmet come off.
Helmet come off.
That was the lineman.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't get it, Tony.
No. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Greenville's going to take over.
Greenville takes over on downs, ladies and gentlemen, with 7:06 to go here in your ball game. Cyclone's best chance for scoring here. They come up a yard short on 4th down. Greenville takes over on downs. We'll have it 1st and 10 from the Cyclone 25, leading 21-0. That took the wind out of the sails, Tony.
Yes, it did. Yep, it did, Stacey. It's Cyclones are staring 0-2 in the face with a very good Boone team next week to be possibly 0-3.
You know, and that play's doomed when you have a high snap. Quarterback's got to get it down, get it in the running back's gut, and just too much time elapsed, and Greenville collapsed it.
Yep, Quillen back in. He's going to throw a quick bubble screen out here to his brother, and it's the right flag coming in, and that's going to be a hold. But they're still trying to tackle him as they drive him out of bounds and trying to strip the ball for no avail, but they're going to throw a flag and will be holding on number 6, Price, out here. The pass was caught by Quillen, his brother.
Quillen to Quillen.
Quillen to Quillen. And it indeed, it's a hole from the spot. So they're going to back it up 10 yards and repeat 1st down from the 29. So to walk it back to the 19-yard line. So it's going to bring up 1st down and about 16 yards.
That plays a staple of the Greenville offense, Tony, for years and years and years. So
now they break the huddle. Got twins left, tight end left, single receiver to the right. Shorty running back to the left. They're going to hand it short. This time he's going to be hit by Mason. Ball in the backfield. And he's going to shed the tackle, but then he's going to be tackled by number 67, Landon Hughes, for about a 4-yard loss. Let's bring up 2nd down, and we'll call it 20 from the 15-yard line.
Greenville in no hurry here, Tony. Play clock's at 23. Game clock's at 6:30 to go in your ball game. 2nd down and 15 for the Green Devils.
Green Devils still breaking the huddle. They finally break the huddle with 10 seconds. They're going to have twins left, single receiver, tight end right. Short flips over to the left side of Quillen. Quillen's going to play fake. He's going to throw it out here to Dabbs. Dabbs is going to get it. He's going to be hit at the 20-yard line. He takes a hard shot by number 16, Eli Williams. I'm sorry, that was Price, the intended receiver. So he's going to pick up about 5 yards. So it's going to bring up 3rd down and 15. Right at the 20-yard line is where under 6 minutes left to go. 5:54. Cyclones are on the losing end by a score of 21-0.
Again, Tony, the Green Devils are going to stay in that huddle probably until about 10 seconds to go.
On a hot, humid night, you know, I thought I would see more cramping, but, you know, hats off to both teams. The hydration was good. We've seen a few late cramps. Play clock's down to 4-3. They're going to take a timeout. And they do take a timeout with 5:23 left to go here in the fourth and final period. Your score, Cyclones are on the losing end by a score of 21-0. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout.
Home loans, construction, auto, and personal loans, all available now at Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank in Elizabethton, Johnson City, and in Mountain City. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank is your hometown independent community bank since 1937, also offering business checking, certificates, IRAs, and both mobile and online banking. Stop by the Elizabethton Federal office nearest you for more information. Apply for a mortgage online at elizfed.com. Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, equal housing lender and member FDIC. The drive-through window is open for your convenience at Reed Pharmacy, West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, across from the high school with quality prescriptions for people and pets.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium where Cyclones are on the losing end by a score of 21-0 with 5:23 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Stacy, while we got them in, let's go ahead and talk about our first down sponsor, Select 7, where they offer consumer loans, auto, boat, motorcycle, farm equipment, camper, ATVs, RVs, jet skis, and also personal loans. They offer home mortgage loan products such as 10, 15, and 30-year first mortgage loan, home equality loans, and unimproved property loans. As Green Devils get it, they're going to throw a backside screen, jailbreak screen, and it's going to be intended. Here comes a late flag as it's going to be tackled short about the 20.
There'll be a block in the back.
And also, they offer very competitive auto and mortgage home rates. They have free checking, free online mobile banking, free Visa check card, and free online statements. If you live, work, worship, or attend school in any of our 7 counties, which are in Tennessee, Carter, Washington, Unicoi, Hawkins, Sullivan, and Virginia, you got Scott County and also Washington County, you can become a member. Or if you want to narrow it down, if you live in Carter County, you can become a member today. Select 7 Credit Union, helping you select a brighter future.
We had a block in the back there on that little jailhouse screen over there. It's going to take the Green Devils back to their own, what is that, about the 18-yard line?
18, yeah.
Yeah, 18-yard line, so they're going to have it third down, and we'll call it 18 yards, third down and 18. 4:55 to go in the ball game.
Play clock down to 3, 2.
It's not going to move.
Nope. You got another timeout. Greenville calls another timeout. So another timeout, Stacy, with 4:48 left to go here. Green Devils are on top by a score 21-0. Let's go back to the station for another 30-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have the final 4:48 of your ball game. We're back after these words from our sponsors.
Sometimes we each need a little help. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment in Elizabethton has been helping our friends and neighbors for over 30 years. Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment is in your home, with you on vacation, with you wherever you go, always helping to make your daily life a little easier and a little safer, because they care about you, their friends and neighbors. If you find yourself in need of medical equipment, a name you can count on is Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, 2214 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton. Call 547-0060.
Visit the coffee company in downtown Elizabethton for handcrafted coffee drinks, sandwiches, and salads. Go Cyclones!
Better than ever country. WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium, where we're coming off Greenville timeout with your Cyclones on the trailing by a score of 21-0 with 4:48 left to go here in the fourth and final period. Third down and 17 for the Green Devils at their own 18-yard line. Stacey, they're going to have trips to the right, single receiver to the left.
Here comes a home run.
Going jet motion, Dabs motion. He's going to go all the way across, and it's going to be picked by Dalton Mitchell. Dalton picks it, steps in front of it. If he hadn't fell down, Stacey, you might have had a pick six.
Yep.
Anything to hold our hat on as he read that.
Yep, he read it good. They did that little crossing route with Dabs across the middle. Quillen's a little late with his throw. Dalton reads it, gets the jump on the ball. Cyclones take over by far their best field position of the night. I'll have the ball first and 10 on the Green Devil 33. I just asked Big West, and of course our stat man's got it. Greenville's run 47 plays. Elizabethton's run 31 on the game tonight. So
big discrepancy.
Get a big chance here to match them.
Mitchell's going to hand it to Russell. Russell's going to patiently dance inside the 30, down to the 28-yard line. Good pickup of about 5 yards. Stacey, you want to see some type of points right here.
This is for next week. This is for next week.
And the rest of the season, you can't be shut out. You got to build on something. You got to find the first rung of that ladder to step on, and this may be it. Trips left. So this time Dalton's going to throw it out here to Dry. Dry gets it. A good block, and he falls forward up near the 26-yard line. As Greenville fans are hollering for a hold. It's pickup of maybe 3, so it's going to bring up 3rd down, and
good block by Nate Stevens. Good block by Eli Blevins over here on that time. There wasn't no hold. It was a good block. It picked up 6 yards. Going to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Under 4 minutes left to go. Russell's going to get it. He's still on the feet. Nothing. That whole entire right side of the line just collapsed.
Absolutely collapsed, Tony. So it's going to bring up a 4th down. He may have lost yards. I'm not certain. He got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, they said he got back to the line. Maybe a half yard loss. As we had a stoppage of play because Green Devil's slow to get up. Now they're going to force him to come off, so it's going to bring up a crucial 4th down, Ed. We'll call it 4 for the Cyclones.
A long 3, short 4. 3:35 to go here.
Let's go a hard count. We did a hard count all night long. Maybe we can get us a cheap 5. Twins right. The Trips right. Nope, Russell's going to get it.
He's going to get killed.
He's going to get nothing. That's not very well blocked.
No, not very well blocked, executed by the Cyclones. So opportunity blown by the Cyclones there. Greenville's going to take over on downs. With 3:22 to go here, Greenville's going to take over on downs. The ball's going to be on their own 30-yard line, leading 21-0.
But could easily be up 35-0.
2 plays, lost 3 yards.
Yeah.
On 3rd down and 3. So brings up a 1st down for the Green Devils. Cyclones running another player out on defense here. They've got to be worn out, Tony.
Yep, they're exhausted. As they're going to have twins left, single receiver to the right. Quillen's going to hand it to Short. Short's going to be hitting the backfield. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they're going to say he fell forward for maybe a 1-yard gain.
Wesley Shankles that time on the blitz for the Cyclones in on the tackle, along with number 67, Landon Hughes. Takes us down to 3 minutes to go here in the ball game. Green Devils in no hurry. They're going to milk this clock down as much as they possibly can, Tony.
Yeah.
As we're now under 3 minutes to go. Cyclones trail 21-0.
And Stacey, this is probably the 2 worst performance back-to-back games that the Cyclones put together in many, many, many years.
Offensively, I would have to agree with you, Tony.
As they're going to try Short again. He's going to try over the left side. He's going to lower his shoulder. He's going to go across the 43, and that's going to be enough for another Green Devil 1st down as they're just impeding their will on us.
They are. We're down now to 2:25 to go in the ball game. Cyclones can just sit and watch right now, Tony. That's hard thing to do. Hard thing to do, and effort from these boys tonight, especially on defense. I mean, same 11 have been out there for most of the ball game, and they're just worn out, Tony.
Yep, they are. Greenville's going to break the huddle with twins left, single receiver to the right. Quillen's going to give it to Short. Short's going to cross midfield into Cyclone territory, right near the 49-yard line as the Greenville coaching staff is pleading. They want a flag against Mason Ball because he carried out a fake. Quillen did and got hit.
Hard hit on Quillen that time, but that's what happens on an option like that. They hand off, so
we're under 130.
Green Devils get it. 2nd down and 3 to go. Ball's just inside the Cyclone territory, past the 50-yard line. 2nd down and 3.
Quillen's going to hand it to Short. Short's going to go down and across the 45 down in the 43-yard line. And
that did it, Tony.
Yep.
First down for the Green Devils now. With a minute to go in the ball game, they have it 1st and 10 from the Cyclone 43-yard line. Number one team in the state here, imposing their will on the Cyclones. They're huddled up now.
As we're going to have a timeout. Cyclones going to call the timeout. As Greenville, Stacy, they wanted it more, and they just took it to the Cyclones, and we had no answer. From the opening drive, they went down and they drove and they scored, and we was never could get off their heels. And we'll talk about more of this on the wrap-up shows. We got 49.4 seconds left to go. Cyclones are on the losing end, 21-0.
Coach Whitten called that timeout because he wanted to be in the ear of the side judge over there, it looks like.
And he's doing a pretty good job.
Yep.
But looking forward, Stacy, is next week we got a very, very tough Boone team before we finally get to go home. We got only six days to prepare. Where do you go from here?
I'll tell you what, give me this 49.4 seconds to go. Let me think about it a little bit because
you got it.
I'm really not certain, Tony. Green Devils get in that favorite position of the victory formation, and class act by them. Not going to try to run it up anything.
That's the best formation in football is the victory formations. They're going to get it, and they're just going to do Quillen's going to take a knee, and he'll have to do it one more time, and that will do it. He'll have to snap it once more as Greenville wins 2 in a row during the regular season. We know last year they took our house and put a beat down on. Cyclones come back with an answer. Different team, different year. Stacey, the Greenville team that I watched here was competitive. They weren't flashy. They just did the little things, but they just wore on you. They laid and laid and laid like an Alabama team. They just laid on you. And that snap, taking the snap, that's going to do it, ladies and gentlemen. If the clock ticks down to 10, we'll go ahead and send it back to the station for this 90-second timeout. When we come back, we'll have Wes's second half breakdown, and then we'll preview next week and put a bow on this one. We'll be back after this 2-minute timeout.
Eat at one of the most popular places in Elizabethton, Jay's Corner at the corner of Lynn Avenue and F Street downtown. Jay's Corner was voted Reader's Choice for the best burger in town, and you'll also love Jay's Barbecue, smoked wings, hot dogs, subs, salads, and the very wide selection of sandwiches. Jay's Corner is open daily except Sunday to eat in or carry out. You can also call ahead at 547-3300 to have your order ready for pickup. Jay's Corner, Lynn at F Street, Elizabethton, also featuring daily specials, ice cream, and shakes. See the full menu on Facebook.
To ensure Elizabethton will keep growing and thriving through the years, it all begins with a good education. The Elizabethton City School System is always thinking of how to improve your child's future. When a good education can take you as far as you want to go, you need dedicated educators and administrators to encourage, enlighten, and challenge. Support local education. The rewards are endless. A reminder from the Elizabethton City School System.
Whether you need mowing or other lawn care service, including leaf removal later in the fall, call Steve's Lawn Care of Elizabethton, specializing in these services and more. Steve Burra, owner of Steve's Lawn Care, provides free estimates for all jobs, is licensed and insured, and provides service throughout the entire Tri-City area for residential and commercial needs. So for the end-of-season lawn care you need, including mowing and leaf removal, call Steve's Lawn Care at your service Monday through Saturday at 895-0149.
Hey Cyclone fans, this is Lisa from Eagle Center Co-op in downtown Elizabethton, where you'll find the best collection around of sports cards, coins, furniture, tools, and antiques. We're sending love to our Cyclones this year. Bring it home.
Eagle Center Co-op is in downtown Elizabethton at the corner of Elk Avenue and Armed Forces Drive. Be sure to shop Eagle Center Co-op any day, Monday through Saturday, 10 to 5, where there's a wide selection of books and collectibles too, and 2 full floors to shop from, upstairs and downstairs. Stop by Titan Nutrition in its new location beside Workout Anytime in the Elk Crossing Plaza, Elizabethton. Titan Nutrition offers health and sports nutrition products from hormone support for men and women and multiple types of protein and great flavors, including whey protein and plant-based protein. Consider Titan's pre-workout products to stimulate muscles before you work out for even better results. Titan Nutrition, now in the Elk Crossing Plaza, Elizabethton, open Monday through Saturday, noon to 8 p.m. Depend on Valley Forge Wholesale Cherokee Drive behind Tractor Supply to be fully stocked with all the essential items, toys, and gifts you'll want this holiday season.
WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium as your Cyclones fall to 0-2 on the season after getting beat by the Greenville Green Devils by a score of 21-0. And Wes, as always, appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the second half recap, please, sir.
Yeah, only one score in the second half, and it was on the first drive of the game from Greenville, or the first drive of the half there. Short picked up 3 first downs on the ground, and Quillen hit Davis for a 14-yard touchdown, first down play. Then he had a keeper for 21 yards for a touchdown. And after that, there was no movement. Cyclones defense held the rest of the way, but the Cyclones were stopped on fourth down a couple times there and towards the game, and the last time being in Greenville field position for the first time in the game. But for the Green Devils, 336 total yards. They had 38 carries on the ground for 172 yards and 164 yards in passing, 16 first downs. Brady Quillen, 12 of 16 with an interception, 164 yards, 2 touchdowns through the air. On the ground, 16 carries, 64 yards, and the touchdown. His top receivers, Mason Laws, 4 catches for 92 yards for Laws and a touchdown, and Agite Dabbs, 5 catches, 68 yards, and touchdown. And Dabbs had an interception there defensively. Damian Short on the ground, 20 carries, 110 yards for Greenville. For the Cyclones, 36 total plays in the game, not counting punts, 36 offensive plays. 62 yards, 1.7 yards per play for the Cyclones tonight. 53 yards on the ground total and 9 yards passing. 5 penalties, 55 yards. Cyclones only 3 first downs. 2 of those come from penalties. Dalton Mitchell, 3 of 7. An interception for 9 yards passing. 5 carries, 7 yards rushing. But Dalton had an interception there defensively in the second half. And also defensively for the Cyclones, Seth Mullins had a sack and Mason Ball had a fumble recovery there. But just overall statistically there, it was just, all green. It was one-sided Greenville as far as offensive statistics go. 62 yards. 62 yards. Wow. 1.7 yards per play. And how many rushing did we have total? 53 yards on the ground rushing. 53 yards. So in 2 games, we've got less than 140 yards rushing in 2 games. And that's on 30 rushes. Yeah, 30 rushes for 53 yards. Wow. So, not the stats you want to hear as an offense, but a great stats if you want to hear if you're a defense. Yeah. Wes is, I don't know what to say. I'm at a loss. I mean, we're going to have to go back and regroup. This Cyclone team, we're struggling right now. We're struggling to find our identity. You can't use the term youth anymore. You're 3 weeks into the season. Somebody's going to have to step up and take the bull by the horns and put a stop to it. Absolutely, and it's not for a lack of playmakers and a lack of skill players. The Cyclones return a lot of skill players, but you think you got some experience there on the offensive line, but it's kind of hard to gain yardage when you've got 3 or 4 Green Devils in the backfield. Almost every single play tonight, the Cyclones had a run. There were 3 or 4 Green Devils, and Cade Russell had 16 carries for 34 yards with Cyclones. Those 34 yards were hard-earned 34 yards. I mean, that was him fighting, in the backfield and just surging forward to hit the line of scrimmage a couple times there, and Nate Stevens, 9 carries, 12 yards. Again, just kind of, the most positive play, the Cyclones had 4 plays that went 7 yards. And that was, actually, I take it back, 3 plays that went 7 yards on the game. And that was the biggest plays they had, on the offensive side of the ball tonight. It's mind-boggling. It's, I don't know where you go from here, and that's why I put Stacy on the spot. Now Stacy's had probably about 4.5 minutes left to think about it. So we'll go ahead and go back to the station for this quick 3-minute timeout. When we come back, Stacy and I will put a bow on this and then look at next week's game and see what he's come up with when I put him on the spot. So we'll be back after this 3-minute timeout.
Hampton Pharmacy is still the small community drugstore people still love to shop, located on Highway 321 in Hampton. Lanny Peters is Hampton Pharmacy's owner and registered pharmacist who invites you to bring in your prescription for quality medicine with fast service. Hampton Pharmacy accepts all major credit cards and Medicare Part D and is always available for consultation and counseling. Plus provides computer printouts for tax filing. Shop the excellent selection of case knives at Hampton Pharmacy, Highway 321 Hampton, an authorized case knife dealer. If you're looking for commercial insurance on most any business, be sure you check with Elizabethton Insurance Agency near downtown Elizabethton for the best rates before you buy elsewhere. Elizabethton Insurance has commercial insurance for used car lots, contractors, condos, apartments, churches, and even more. Elizabethton Insurance has a full line of commercial products. Elizabethton Insurance Agency, 328 East Elk Avenue, Elizabethton, specializing in all types of homeowners, auto, commercial, and personal lines of insurance. Custom Muffler and Brake is a full-service auto repair shop. Bring your vehicle for any mechanical work you might need, whether it's a major engine overhaul or repair or just minor fixes and routine tune-ups and fluid level checks. Custom Muffler and Brake, 700 South Sycamore Street, Elizabethton, does it all. Recharge your air conditioning system for the cool comfort you want for the end of summer at Custom Muffler and Brake, which is EPA certified to service AC machines. Custom Muffler and Brake, 700 South Sycamore, open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. For all your landscaping needs, including landscaping installation, new yards seeded and strawed, landscaped maintenance, and yet more, contact Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping right here in Elizabethton. Jason Bowling has been providing landscaping and lawn maintenance for years and also provides mulching, trimming, and even junk removal services. B&G has it all. So no matter what your landscaping need is, call Jason Bowling at B&G Landscaping Elizabethton at 512-1036.
Hello, this is Justin Deaton, pastor of Eastside Free Will Baptist Church, and we'd love to have you come out and join us for one of our Sunday services or Wednesday night Bible study services. We start at 9:45 on Sunday morning for Sunday school, 10:45 for worship service, 6 o'clock on Sunday night, and then 7 o'clock for our Wednesday night Bible study. Once again, this is Justin Deaton with Eastside Free Will Baptist Church, cordially inviting you to come and be with us. God bless you. I hope you're enjoying the game, and you have a great rest of your evening.
For the best carpets, hardwood floors, vinyl, ceramic tile, laminates, and waterproof flooring, see Winchester Quality Flooring, 110 West Elk Avenue, Elizabethton.
Better than ever, WBEJ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here to Burley Stadium, where your Cyclones fought 0-2 after losing to the Green Devils by a score 21-0. Stacy's back on here after your roughly 7 minutes of contemplating where I put you on the spot. Where do we go?
Well, Tony, you know, Cyclones always, with Science Hill being the first game of the year, they gear their whole off season toward that first game and have a game plan just for Science Hill. Starting in game 2 of each year, they try to establish what they want to do for the year. You know, it didn't look as much, but you switch 2 or 3 players out, and that's a drastic change for the Cyclones. All new quarterback in there, all new center, to try to get something to spark, and I'm not so sure if they didn't go backwards tonight, Tony. And, you know, everybody talks about the tale of a team is the difference between game 1 and game 2, and I hope that doesn't hold true for the Cyclones. What you do is you've got to go back and, you know, you can't beat the kids down. You can't run their tongues out because they seem in pretty good shape tonight. The effort on defense was there, but it's the fundamentals, Tony. It's blocking and staying with your blocks. It's mixing up your offense where you don't get in a position. The last 2 ball games, we've seen 8 quarters now, and I heard Big Wes's stats here. You know, less than 70 yards in a ball game on offense, you're never going to win against anybody like that. You've got to come up with something, and of all the offensive plays that they've installed over the years and stuff, you've got to find something because you can't keep doing the same things over and over again. And if nothing else, the defenses in the last 2 games in the 3rd and 4th quarters have literally just pinned their ears back, and they brought the house. And they're doing nothing but stuffing the Cyclones, and they can't get anything going. So that's a long answer to a very short question, but you've got to go back to the drawing board. You can't build on anything you saw tonight because there was nothing there to build on.
Right.
So I don't know if you go with quarterback number 3, you go with number 12, Gib Maupin in game 3. You hate to think 3 games, 3 different quarterbacks, but the Cyclones have got to find something to build on. We'll get into the preview, but next week we may face a team that's better than this Greenville team tonight, at least in the running game. And that's a scary thought for me. But, you know, Coach Whitten, loves to say, we don't rebuild, we continue on with the tradition. But, the Cyclones lack a playmaker. They lack any innovation on offense, and they lack anybody stepping up to do anything. And it all goes back to the inability to block anybody in the middle and on the outside.
Yep, just like, it was almost a replay of the Science Hill line is the line bowed negatively for Elizabeth.
Yep. And and make no mistake about it. The last 3 years, what the Cyclones have been able to do, there's a target on these Cyclones every time they take the field. And all of these losses that they've hung on these teams, they still circle the Elizabethton Cyclones on their schedule, and they're bringing it. The problem with the Cyclones is they're not taking it to anybody. They're taking it.
Right.
And they're taking it on the chin. And, we've got 2 upcoming games, and you throw Granger in there. Granger had a big game tonight. They're a lot better. We've got 3 games coming up that the thought of starting the season 0-3, 0-4, or 1-5 looks like a possibility at this time, and that's really scary. And it's not because of lack of work by the Cyclones the last 2 weeks.
No.
Especially the coaching staff. They put in double time trying to come up with an answer. Whatever they came up with tonight was not the answer.
Somewhere between practice and the game, it's not being translated over.
Yeah.
And you got to find that whatever the non-translation is, it's got to be carried over. They practice hard. They go after it hard. They work hard. They make the adjustments. Practice goes well, but it just don't translate over. And for some reason, it's just not clicking.
And I guess the most frustrating thing for me is Cyclones were in that game last week with about 7 minutes to go. You had a 14-7 ball game and a chance to tie it up and send it on. The final score tonight against the number 1 team in the state's 21-0. There's no moral victories in Cyclone football, so it's not a blowout. Now, granted, those 2 punt returns aren't coming back. We're looking at 35-0. But the most frustrating thing is you've got a relatively low-scoring ball game. We know what. Greenville's capable of hanging 40, 50 points on there with Dabbs and Quillen and Short and the players they have. Cyclones are getting some stops, but they just have no answer whatsoever on offense.
Yep. We got to find something to click on offense. So let's go ahead. Wes, you got any local scores? We'll hit them, and then we'll go back for our final break, and we'll come back and put a wrap on it. Hampton's coming back. We're trailing Avery County big. Now they're up 30-27 with 5:54 left to go in the fourth quarter.
Bulldog staged a huge comeback there. Tennessee High goes up to Pulaski, Virginia, and pulls out a 35-28 win.
Rockwood all over Clallam by a score of 36-6.
Dobbins Bennett all over Morristown East in the final 42-14.
Granger hanging to a 4-point lead over East, 28-24.
South Green blanks Happy Valley 34-0.
Morristown West 31-9 final over Crockett.
Science Hill bounces back from that whipping from Anderson County last week to beat Westridge 49-7.
Harlan, Kentucky blanks Unaka 36-0.
Unicoi County hosts Madison County, North Carolina tonight and sends them home a loser 35-14.
Jeff County beats William Blount by a score of 45-6.
Anderson County's final against Fulton is 35-7. The what are they? The steers or some kind of cow?
The Mavericks.
Mavericks, some kind of cow. They beat Fulton tonight.
Yep. And then finally get down here to Ray County and McMinn Central. McMinn's clinging to a 34-14 lead in the third quarter. And those scores are courtesy of Coach T. Let's go back to the station for this two and a half minute break. When we come back, Stacy and I will put a wrap on this. We'll be back after these words.
In an ever-changing, fast-paced real estate market, you need local agents who have knowledge and experience of the local market. Jay Crockett and Shauna Weddle with RE/MAX Checkmate have a proven record of success in handling all aspects of your real estate needs. Jay and Shauna put their expertise, hard work ethic, and nationally backed RE/MAX advertising to work for you to obtain results. For any of your real estate needs, call Jay Crockett at 341-6884 or Shauna Weddle at 946-2068 or the RE/MAX office at 282-0432. Hot dogs are just $1.79 each every day, Monday through Saturday at Reynolds Grocery in the Keenberg community, Old Bristol Highway 2 lane, Elizabethton. Don't forget about all the other convenience foods and drinks at Reynolds Grocery, where the outdoorsman will find a large selection of new and used firearms, ammo, fishing supplies, and tackle. Tim Reynolds is Reynolds Grocery, open 8 to 3, Monday through Saturday on the Old Highway 980 in Keenberg, also serving you as a Tennessee Lottery retailer. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate, think Rainbow Realty and Auction. Rainbow Realty and Auction will keep you informed on the status of your property on the market, and you'll benefit from the personalized attention provided by the brother-sister team of Dale Williams and Judy Veneman. Rainbow Realty specializes in residential, acreage, and commercial property and also provides auction service. Visit the Rainbow Realty and Auction website at rainbowrealtytn.com or call 547-2800. When it comes to capturing the big moments in your life or the life of your family members, call on Michael Hines of Hindsight Imaging for photography and video recording of sports, weddings, graduation, proms, and any other significant event you'll want to remember. Hindsight Imaging specializes in sports photography and videography and also provides professional wedding portraits in addition to other photographic and video services. Hindsight Imaging can also produce music videos and edit together selected video clips. Look for more information on Hindsight Imaging on Facebook. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. Jonathan Street, your Elizabeth and Edward Jones financial advisor, understands this. That's why Jonathan Street is a proud sponsor of Elizabethton High School football on WBEJ. For all your investment needs, call Jonathan Street at 543-8811 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Simply Elegant Catering and Bakery is open for business with Kim's Coffee at 528 Elk Avenue, downtown Elizabethton, for all your catering and bakery needs.
Better than ever. WBEJ.
WBEJ FM 107.9, AM 1240, Elizabethton, Tennessee.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the final time here at Burley Stadium. We're going to put a wrap on this, and we're going to preview next week's game against Daniel Boone Trailblazers, who play tomorrow. We'll be playing 7 o'clock next week at ETSU. Stacy, just to put a wrap, Cyclones are going to have to go back to the drawing board and try to come up with something to start this stagnant offense, try to get something going.
You know, we were talking coming down here, and Ryan Witten says, you know, we got kids here who 14, 15 years old in Elizabethton Cyclones. They play a huge opening game against the Science Hill Hilltoppers to a packed crowd. They come down here to one of the nicer stadiums in the state to face the number one team. And now next week they're going to face one of the better 5A teams in this area, if not the state, and Daniel Boone, on a college field at ETSU. That's a lot to grasp, but, you know, we've gotten used to, with Cyclone football, that no challenge was too big for them. They seem overwhelmed right now, and that's the most frustrating thing for us, for the fans. It's frustrating for the players, too, and I know it is for the coaching staff. This is the time for somebody to step up on the coaching staff, on the field. If it's underclassmen, then the underclassmen need to step up and take over. If it's the seniors that need to do it, but something's got to change a little bit, and I know it's overwhelming, but they're on the schedule. We're going to play those games, and it doesn't get any easier for the Cyclones.
No, and not by any means, you know, don't take it like we're already just closing the book on the season.
No, we're homers anyway.
That's right. We are homers.
This is the flagship for the Cyclone football, and we want to see this. But the last 2 game performances is worthy of some criticism. We laud them when they need it, and we're not going to. We got to tell it like it is, and unfortunately for the Cyclones, the past 2 games, that's what it is. Now, I don't know how you put this one behind you, but you must, because I'm telling you, from 1985 to when Caleb played, 1984 to when Caleb played, to the last 2 years, you never forget the blocked field goal over there at Boone to preserve the perfect season. Boone is a thorn in the Cyclone side. They don't have a lot of wins, but, man, it is always a tough game. For the first time in a very long time, the Cyclones are going to go in as underdogs, and worthy so. This is one of those teams that that Boone gets every so many cycles where they've got 18 seniors that are playing somewhere in that neighborhood. They've got one of the best defenses around. They've got that pound option game that Jeremy Jenkins likes to run, and we've talked about it a little bit before. This Shrewsbury kid is a weapon.
Yes.
On kickoffs, on extra points, on field goals, on punts. And so they look like a total team, Tony. And, the Cyclones have shown an inability to stop a pound running game. And they're going to get a big dose of that next week.
Yep. Join us next week at everything will be running a half an hour early. So at 5:30 will be Murphy Fair, and then 6 o'clock will be the Coach Sean Whitten Show, and then Stacy and myself will go live at 6:30 as we come to you from William B. Green Stadium on the campus of ETSU as we're playing the Daniel Boone Trailblazers, looking to end this night, and Daniel Boone more than likely will come in at a 3-0 record against the 0-2 Cyclones. We'll preview it. We appreciate each and every one listening to you tonight, and in honor of our good old buddy John, good night, God bless, and go Cyclones. We'll see you next Friday night.
Offering quality furniture, appliances, and bedding for the entire home since 1936. Shop locally at Richie's Furniture and Sleep Shop, downtown Elizabethton.
WBEJ Radio Sports has presented Elizabethton High School football. Brought to you by Jay's Corner, Signature Healthcare, Dino's Restaurant, Carter Finance, Southern Finance, Citizens Bank, Jewelers Bench, Northeast State Community College, Clayton Homes, Carter County Bank, Advanced Heat Pump Systems, Ivy Home Nursing Home, Rocky Top Garage Doors, Rainbow Realty and Auction, Taco John's, Watson's Marine, Smoky Mountain Medical Equipment, the Elizabethton Federal Savings Bank, Hermitage Health Care Center, Happy Valley Credit Union, Ridgewood Barbecue. Our score tonight brought to you by Bojangles and the first down sponsor, Select 7 Credit Union. Our thanks to Tony Briggs and Stacy Street for tonight's play-by-play. Bart Needens produces tonight's show, and we thank you for listening to Better Than Ever Country, WBEJ Radio Sports.